Okay. Hello? Hello, hello. We're live again. Um, might want to share this stream link out there, just in case anybody got mixed up in that translation situation there. Let me open up my new chat window here. Give me just a second. Sorry it took so long. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey Ryan, I'm still watching this area while we were offline, near Carlisle, Franklin, going to Centerville, Ohio, along I-675's and 75 junction. I have a low confidence, or a medium confidence there of there being a tornado warning. It hasn't quite come together yet as it heads over the interstate, but we can see that supercellular structure right there.
A new
There would
tornado
be a hook
warning
echo
has been
there,
issued.
so if it does come together over Centerville, or areas of southern Montgomery County and into Greene County in the Xenia area in Ohio. If you guys receive a warning, that would be the reason why. So watching that part of the storm closely, but no warning yet.
Thank you, Andy. We're continuing our coverage here. Please share the stream if you know anybody that's up right now and is looking for weather coverage. We're going to keep going here for a little while. We've got a significant storm coming into Warren County right now. I've seen power flashes on this camera right here, which is located on Interstate 75, looking back down towards Middletown, looking over towards Manchester Meadows. We definitely got very strong winds, maybe even a tornado trying to come together here near Franklin, coming up towards Springboro, Kendricksville, and Centerville. You guys need to be getting into your safe spots. It's a damaging storm coming in. Regardless, really, of the tornado threat, it's going to be widespread damaging winds from Middletown all the way over to Harveysburg. We've got a huge severe thunderstorm warning here for radar indicated 60 mile per hour winds that goes all the way over to southern Ohio, down into Mount Orab, and then more north central Kentucky. Andy's also watching an area over here near Coldstream that expands out over towards Amelia, Owensville, Batavia, and Marathon. We're keeping a very close eye on this part of the storm for you. It looks like some of the strongest winds just went through downtown Cincinnati, but it does look like there is some of the strongest winds are past Cincinnati now. So it looks like it's calming down in Cincinnati. Let us know how it went in Cincinnati. How are you faring out there? And so we can help people understand downstream what they can expect there in Milford, Batavia, Amelia, Owensville, Marathon, and Newtonsville. But yeah, Andy's Y'all Watch Now includes Owensville, Newtonsville, all the way up to Goshen. We are concerned about the rotation here. We might see a tornado warning issued for this area, so y'all watch out and y'all be ready for the significant severe weather as it continues to come in. Severe thunderstorm warning continues for areas south and east of Louisville. We do have Bloomfield, Mount Eden, and Bridgeport continuing to be under a severe thunderstorm warning. Tornado warning for imminence over towards Bethlehem, Cropper, and Flag Fork. Okay. I want to make sure that we keep you updated on our other areas as well, including the southern tornado warning down here between Lexington and Parsons. We have a very strong storm capable of producing a tornado coming up towards Lexington and Parsons right now. This is a pretty dangerous situation for our friends in Lexington, so let's take shelter. Henderson, I don't know. I wonder if that camera's still up. Yeah, this is what it looks like right now in Henderson. So the forward flank is really starting to drop some large hail and give some damaging winds here in the greater Henderson area. That's moving up towards Jacks Creek next. The tornado warning now goes all the way up to Holiday. That's Benton, Carroll, Chester, Decatur, and Madison counties. Upgrade to considerable severe thunderstorm warning for that this warning over here that goes east of Cincinnati now. 70 mile per hour winds expected all the way over to Wilmington, Hillsboro, down to Falmouth in Kentucky. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey Ryan, been watching this storm for a while. You saw that y'all watch I had back when it was near Waverly and New Johnsonville in Tennessee. Now it's sticking along Highway 70 here, closer to McEwen in Tennessee City. It's going to approach the Dickson to Charlotte area here in Dickson County and generally head straight towards Davidson County in Nashville about an hour from now. You can see that supercellular structure there. There's about a 30-knot VRA, and we have significant tornado parameters here in place. So it ticks all the boxes for a National Weather Service warning. I would not be surprised if we see a warning that extends into Dickson County, maybe even into Cheatham County as well
A
here,
new tornado
closer to
warning
Kingston
has been
Springs and
issued.
Ashland City. So y'all watch out in front of this storm here. I think it has a really good chance at receiving a tornado warning. So if that happens, that's the reason why.
All right, thank you so much, meteorologist Andy Hill. We're really watching you guys down here south of Clarksville, in Dickson, White Bluff, Charlotte. Y'all watch out. A tornado warning might come through here soon. Where this is going to come down the road towards Nashville too. So this is one of the reasons why we wanted to keep streaming. If these storms actually move a little bit, they're going to make it to Nashville. They're going to make it into all these areas, Lexington, Kentucky. We want to be here for you guys too as that comes through. So yeah, get ready for that. We also just got a new, tornado warning in Kentucky for Franklin, Henry, and Shelby counties, as we do have some rotation coming out of Eminence now, going up into Bethlehem towards Monterey and Gratz. Take shelter if you're out here in Franklin, Henry, or Shelby counties in Kentucky. This is a very dangerous storm, and you want to be in that safe spot for 34 minutes, okay? Let's go. There's a warning down here way far to the south. I don't think we've checked on in a second, but there's a really good amount of rotation with it. This is that shrimp I call it, that I was looking at earlier. It's still a very well-defined supercell, very nice looking on radar. It looks like it could potentially try to produce a big tornado at some point. We'll hope that it struggles as it goes off to the north and it doesn't strengthen very much. But if it does, this is unfortunately another storm that we really, really have to be concerned about as it approaches Middleton and eventually back up into so many places that have been hit already today, including Henderson. There is a storm chaser out here. Did you guys see that, Adrian? Okay, not online. We'll keep an eye on Adrian, see if they come online, and if they do, then they might have a really good view there of our storm that's trying to come together here as it goes up into southern Tennessee. So we're concerned about that storm. And then let's go up north again and work our way back south. Dayton, Ohio. How many people from Dayton, Ohio do we have in here? The winds are coming in now. Okay, you got strong winds coming in just to your south towards places like Harveysburg, Wilmington, Blanchester, Mount Orab, all the way down to Falmouth. We do have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for up to 70-mile-per-hour winds that goes all the way over. I mean, there's so many counties. Bracken, Campbell, Gallatin, Grant, Kenton, Owen, Pendleton, and then Ohio. Those were all Kentucky. In Ohio, we got Brown, Butler, Clermont, Clinton, Fayette, Greene, Hamilton, Highland, Montgomery, and Warren counties, all under a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for 70-mile-per-hour winds. Get ready for that. It's going to cause damage, power outages, all that kind of stuff. Continuing to watch the rotation over here come out of the Coldstream area and go towards Batavia and Owensville. Take shelter or get ready to take shelter. Y'all watch out. Go ahead, Andy.
All right, I think our most pertinent y'all watch is now the one that's headed towards the Xenia area in Ohio. There's definitely a couplet here over 5 points in Springboro, and that is going to move towards Spring Valley. There's also that area of increased convergence just north of that near Centerville. That would be in the y'all watch. Those two areas of pretty much vorticity pooling may come together into one circulation that could be stronger and strong enough to produce a tornado, especially in the Bellbrook to Spring Valley region. So this warning, when it comes through, if it continues to look like this, would probably include Xenia and Greene County, Ohio. So please be ready for that once again. Another heads up for y'all.
Thank you, Andy. Here's our storm. Here's our rotation. Here's what we're watching over here near Centerville. Y'all watch out over there towards Xenia, Spring Valley, New Jasper. Dangerous storm just to the south of Dayton, now moving into Spring Valley. get ready to take shelter. It's going to be an intense one, even without the tornado threat. Okay, we got 70-mile-per-hour winds coming in. That's going to cause power outages. It's going to cause all kinds of problems. Dickson, Tennessee. This is Dickson, Hickman, and Humphreys counties in Tennessee. You're under a severe thunderstorm warning. How are we doing in Clarksville? Clarksville, are we okay? I know we got a big storm coming through right now. Probably got some hail. Probably got some 60-mile-per-hour winds. But I hope we're faring okay. Let us know. I know you're in here. Let us know how's it going. We've got, we want to be indoors and away from windows, but we've got no real concerns for anything tornadic with this in the immediate future. Okay. It's bad in Clarksville right now. I'd say it's loud. The biggest thing that you've got to worry about in Clarksville, I think, in the immediate future is going to be the flooding. I mean, I'm looking at this line. I'm not seeing much movement. We're going to have these storms right here move through the greater Clarksville area as well. But we're here with you. If anything changes with that storm, even if the slightest little pixel looks, concerning at all, we will let you know. I promise. We're keeping an eye on that storm in Clarksville for you. Dayton, severe thunderstorm warning now issued for Dayton. Okay, you weren't under one earlier for some reason, but now you are. Fairborn and Springfield, you guys are also included in that. So go ahead and get indoors and away from windows. We do expect 60-mile-per-hour winds over the next 44 minutes.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Tornado warning in Mississippi. Here is and Tennessee. This is with our storm that is really gaining strength down here along the Mississippi-Tennessee border. We've got 1.5-inch hail and radar indicated rotation coming together here right as it crosses into Canaan
has been issued.
It's about to cross Highway 72. Then this storm will cross the Mississippi-Tennessee border as it goes up towards Salisbury, Middleton, and eventually Hornsby. Selmer and Bolivar are included in this tornado warning. Please take shelter if you haven't already. This is a very dangerous storm. We want everybody in Alcorn County, Mississippi, Benton County, Mississippi, Tippah County, Mississippi, Chester County, Tennessee, Fayette, Hardeman, and McNairy counties in Tennessee to be in their safe spots. Another tornado warning in Ohio on the southeast side of Dayton. This is lines up really well with Andy's Xenia. Y'all watch here. You can see this coming together very nicely. There is rotation right here that could produce a tornado shortly. South and east of Centerville near White's Corner, moving up towards Bellbrook, Spring Valley. We're concerned about you in Xenia, Wilberforce, Stringtown, Cedarville, all the way up there towards New Jasper. Make sure you guys are in your safe spots. With as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. You want to be on that lowest floor, most interior room.
Has been issued.
And bring me with you. Bring something to cover your head. This is going to be a loud storm, and there is a tornado threat in there too. Kentucky, Franklin, Harrison, and Henry, Scott, and Shelby counties in Kentucky are now under a tornado warning. This is including Swallowfield, Flag Fork, and Sadieville. We've got a decent amount of rotation over here near Flag Fork, potentially trying to produce a tornado right now as it comes into Swallowfield. So take shelter now in Franklin, Harrison, Henry, Scott, and Shelby counties in Kentucky. Add on top of that a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for Frankfort, Lawrenceburg, over to Georgetown. This is Anderson, Franklin, Henry, Mercer, Nelson, Scott, Shelby, Spencer, Washington, and Woodford counties in Kentucky. We are under a considerable severe thunderstorm warning now. Take shelter immediately. We just got a new tornado warning in Mississippi. I don't like this, y'all. What's happening down here in Mississippi is not good. You see these storms like they're becoming, they're really taking advantage of what's left of our environment down here. And this is becoming a nasty supercell. This is likely going to try to produce another big tornado as it goes up into DeSoto, Panola, Tate, and Tunica counties in Mississippi. A similar thing is happening with that storm over here that's coming up towards Bolivar and Middletown and Salisbury in Tennessee. Rotation's really trying to come together here across Highway 72. It's coming up towards Cherokee Landing Campground and Roger Springs. Please take shelter out there in Tennessee. These storms, these look nasty. Okay, we want to pay very close attention to these over the next little bit. New tornado warning in Kentucky. How about you down there in Bardstown? You're now under a tornado warning in Bardstown and Springfield and New Haven. Large area of rotation. Okay, so this is not very tight, but it could be. You see that S shape? Anytime you see that in a line like this, there's a chance that there's some tight rotation that forms as a result of that larger broad rotation. And that's why they're warning this. This could tighten up near Culvertown, Greenbrier, Botland, Mooresville over to Brush Grove. Take shelter now. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Ryan, a couple of areas of concern here that are not tornado warned right now is the Morrow, Ohio area. I have that in a couple of y'all watches actually, as that sort of rotation came together. I was curious to see how exactly it would form, and it sure looks like Morrow, Ohio, up to Wilmington will receive a tornado warning with the circulation that is there now at the lowest levels. Looks like a decent spin-up / hybrid spin-up tornado is evident there or about to be evident. In addition to that, I'm also watching the area that is down near Munfordville in Kentucky. What I can see with that one is that we don't have tight rotation yet, but I'm noticing ahead of time that there's these velocity bins that are much more quickly going inbound toward the radar, and they are accelerating towards this part of the storm that could become tornadic when they come together. So I'm looking at some pattern recognition ahead of time there in the Munfordville, Kentucky area, just in case that comes together. I have a low confidence right now, and I can up that if it does do so favorably.
All right, thank you, meteorologist Andy Hill. Wilmington, y'all watch out. Clarksville, Ohio, y'all watch out. We're watching this storm near Morrow. Might get a tornado warning here at some point that could include Burtonville, Cuba, Morrisville. That is Warren County and Clinton counties in Ohio. Big time storm coming in. We're expecting 70-mile-per-hour winds, and also there's a chance for a tornado in there. So we want you to be extra prepared for that. Speaking of Clarksville, Ohio, how are we doing in Clarksville, Tennessee? It looks like the biggest part of the winds are past you now. Now what we're worried about is the rain, right? So we're hoping these storms move to the east. If they don't, we might have a training flash flooding situation developing over here in and around Clarksville. But thankfully, I think the bulk of that storm is out of there at this point. Back down to our nasty looking supercells down here in Mississippi, moving up into Tennessee. Really concerned about our guy down here near Hopewell. This is, if this doesn't produce a tornado at some point,
a new tornado
I don't know what will. You know what I mean? Like, so Middleton, and southern portions of Tennessee between Salisbury and Middleton need to be hyper weather aware. And we need to wake anybody up that is out there that might be trying to sleep through this. This looks like a nasty tornado producing storm. So if you know anybody in Middleton, let them know that this could be a big deal as it comes up towards them. We've got a tornado warning over here for Senatobia and Hernando as well. So big time rotating section on that as well as it comes up towards Coldwater. DeSoto, Panola, Tate, and Tunica counties take shelter in Mississippi. New tornado warning in Ohio. There it is. That's on Andy's y'all watch, and that does include Wilmington. So Clarksville, Ohio, Morrow, Ohio, and up here towards Oakland and Little Center in Ohio. You are under a tornado warning now. Take shelter immediately. If you are just now tuning in, we're doing live wall-to-wall coverage of a severe weather outbreak that's going on across several states. We've been talking about as far south as Louisiana and Texas today. We've been talking about as far north as Wisconsin and Michigan. Right now, though, our focus is on the Ohio and Tennessee valleys, as we've got an area of storms up around Cincinnati and Dayton moving east, and Louisville, that general vicinity moving east, and we got another cluster of storms back down in middle Tennessee up into northern Mississippi that is looking like it's trying to do some damage. It looks like those storms are going to try to do some damage as we go through the next little bit. A tornado is likely ongoing or about to occur soon near Cannon, Mississippi. We need you to take cover now. This is one of the nastiest looking supercells we've seen today, and we've seen a lot of nasty looking supercells. Hopefully something goes wrong here, and this doesn't do what I think it could do. Extremely concerned about our friends in Middleton, Tennessee here. Go ahead, Andy.
Ryan, unfortunately, there is a debris signature on that one you're looking at there as it heads up towards Middleton, Tennessee. I know it's hard to see on the velocity, but the correlation coefficient is 100% verifiable with lowered differential reflectivity and maybe even that low velocity couplet there in the hook. So yes, that is producing a tornado right now, right as it crosses the state line. Middleton, Tennessee will receive an upgrade to that warning almost certainly. So we'll have to watch this really closely. As for the cell to the south and west, that is not producing a debris signature since we need to stay level-headed here. That's it. That lowered CC values are in clear air, so it is not corresponding to where we would expect a tornado. So one tornado ongoing near Middleton, Tennessee. No tornado yet with the one south and west in northern Mississippi.
All right, thank you, Andy. Yeah, waiting on the upgrade here on our warning for Middleton. Middleton, Tennessee has got to wake up and has got to get to shelter. An incredibly dangerous situation's unfolding. Even in Hopewell here, where the tornado is now, or just past Hopewell, we've got once again a tornado on the ground down here. Right now, it's pretty much over the lake, Porter's Creek Lake. If you know where that is, you know about where the tornado is. It's going to cross the Tennessee-Mississippi border right now near that lake, and it's going to go up towards Antioch Road, Porter's Lake number 9, and then it's going to go up towards Moore Branch and Porter's Creek. So on its approach to Middleton in Tennessee, this could come into contact with places like Nubian Ridge Road. So take shelter now if you're in that vicinity. Another very rural area. There's not a lot of stuff between where it is now and where Middleton is. So hopefully it, calms down before it gets to Middleton. But if it doesn't, this has a chance of going up into Middleton. As long as he's okay with that. Is he all right with that? Oh, yeah, we're good. Talk to Dalton about that. It doesn't really matter to me. Okay, thank you. Sorry guys, we've got people here helping out, organizing some schedule and stuff. But if you are in Middleton, you got to be taking shelter. Once again, there's not a lot of stuff right here where this tornado is right now. I think it's crossing the border between Mississippi and Tennessee, like right in here. Oh, look at that. Have you ever seen that? We got a plane caught from the satellite imagery here. Anyways, this is going to go up over a bunch of nothing. Now, don't get me wrong. If you zoom in enough here on some of these hollers, there are a couple houses. So hopefully we're reaching these people, but it's going to be a second before it gets up here into the more populated area here around Highway 57 and Middleton. Okay, so we've got some space for it to hopefully it doesn't go that far is what I'm trying to say. But this, if any storm today has had the ability to go a long ways, this is one. There's nothing stopping it. There's nothing impeding it from the south. It looks quite healthy. So we're very concerned about it as it moves off to the north and east. All right, new severe thunderstorm warning in Kentucky. Bowling Green. You're under a severe thunderstorm warning now for the next hour. We're expecting 60-mile-per-hour winds to move in for Allen, Logan, Simpson, and Warren counties in Kentucky. Take shelter indoors and away from windows. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Ryan, while we wait that upgrade to our likely ongoing intense tornado here approaching Middleton, Tennessee, it still hasn't been upgraded yet. There are two areas of concern in Ohio that I want to direct your attention to. One is this combination of the cell merger near Fayetteville, Ohio. There's no tornado warning on that. I have y'all watch out to New Vienna as these come together and change the course of this rotating part of the storm. So y'all watch out in New Vienna, Ohio, Leesburg, Ohio, and Lynchburg, Ohio. For this, we may receive a tornado warning here. I would be shocked if we didn't actually. So y'all watch out there. I also have the second y'all watch that includes the radar site, another area of spin up that's really close to the radar site so we can see it well. Just in case there's another warning issued for some of the same areas of Clinton County, Ohio, that would be the reason why.
All right, thank you, Andy. So we're concerned about y'all over here in Fayetteville, Dodsonville, Martinsville, New Vienna. Y'all watch out. There's no warning yet. One could be coming. Same thing for you guys in Wilmington. Again, Burtonville, New Antioch, Melvin, Clinton County, Ohio. Get ready. There is a tornado warning for Clarksville, Ogden, and the west side of Wilmington and up there towards Little Center. But we are focused a little bit more towards New Antioch and Melvin on this other one. So 3 distinct areas of rotation that we're highlighting here. And we need everybody up around Wilmington to be aware of the dangerous situation that is unfolding. Additionally, Columbus, this is getting close to you. We've got 70-mile-per-hour winds, severe thunderstorm warning, considerable damage threat for you guys up there near London, Mount Sterling, into southwestern portions of Columbus. Get ready in Hillsboro and Washington Courthouse
has been issued
for a significant severe storm to come through, considerable damage, and a tornado possible. We've got a new tornado warning in Kentucky. Let's go jump to it. This is in north central Kentucky for Dry Ridge, Williamstown, Goforth, and clicked the wrong button. And Williamstown. We've got rotation here between Holbrook and Lawrenceville, moving up towards Williamstown, Goforth, and Falmouth now. Grant and Pendleton counties in Kentucky are now under a tornado warning where you're going to want to take shelter for the next 27 minutes. Get into that most interior room, lowest floor. As many walls between you and the outside world as possible. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Ryan, since we've seen relative inactivity on these two most pertinent things that I've pointed out, I'll just reiterate here, this tornado is going to pass close to Middleton, Tennessee. It is on the ground doing intense damage for 7 minutes now. We've not received that upgraded warning, but we should at some point. I'm about 50-50 on the storm to the south and west near Sarah, Mississippi, headed up to Coldwater and Tate County on that being on the ground. I can't verify the correlation coefficient yet because it's still in clear air mostly, but it's starting to impinge upon where that hook would be. So maybe on the next scan, I'll be able to relay if that's on the ground doing damage or not, since we are not seeing upgrades yet. In addition to that, I have a theory that the National Weather Service in Wilmington, Ohio, may be taking shelter, as the radar site is right there, and Wilmington is in a tornado warning. So that may be the reason why we're not seeing a warning for Fayetteville up to New Vienna. But y'all continue to watch out as per my outlined watch up there. So you can be wary of that area while we wait for either the replacement National Weather Service to take up the warnings or for the National Weather Service to be cleared and resume their duties.
All right, thank you, meteorologist Andy Hill. We're watching you there in Wilmington. Hopefully, everybody's in shelter, and then
a new tornado warning.
We're hoping a new tornado warning comes soon for these areas near Fayetteville up towards New Vienna. But if it doesn't, if you're watching this right now, I would recommend go ahead and taking shelter just to stay ahead of the storm here. We got a new tornado warning in Kentucky. This is just north of Georgetown, so we're getting close to Lexington here. We'll talk about Lexington here in a moment. But Sadievill is now under a tornado warning in Kentucky. This is Harrison and Scott counties in Kentucky, Sadievill, Berry, Robinson, Boyd, all the way over to Sunrise and Claysville. We do have a tornado warning now in this neck of the woods. Okay, so Harrison and Scott County, please take shelter. This is north of Georgetown. The strongest part of the storm looks like it's going to miss Georgetown and Lexington to the north. But I want you to know in Lexington that even though that this is going to happen, Georgetown, Lexington, likely the strongest part of this storm is going to go to your north. There's this other storm this is the one that you have to worry about in Lexington. All right, it's a little bit farther out. The one down here near Bardstown, which is still prompting a tornado warning, at least for the next 10 minutes. Strong winds about to come through Bloomfield, by the way, maybe damaging winds up to Chaplin and Sparrow. I'm concerned, I think, more about this one entering the Lexington region a little bit later, or at least just the bottom side of this wall of wind here. So it depends on how fast this goes. This could be what ends up hitting Lexington, but it's not going to be these storms up here. These are going north and east of Georgetown and Lexington. So hopefully that settles you for a moment. Just know there is storms coming, but we're not quite there yet. We're mostly concerned about your friends to the north in Robinson, Berry, Falmouth, Goforth, and Williamston in Kentucky. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Ryan, we did get that confirmed warning on Middleton, Tennessee. They just confirmed the entire thing, even though
a new tornado
area
warning
of concern
has been
extends
issued
up to Selmer and McNairy County, Tennessee. In addition to that, I'm watching the tornado warning just northeast of that. I finally have some data that I can look at here. I believe what we're seeing is a possible tornado that's been shedded off of the storm and is occluding to the north within this warning. And then we might see the mesocyclone handoff process to the south and east with that new couplet north of Parsons, Tennessee. That will travel off with the storm to the east-northeast into Humphreys County, the Lobelville, and Bold Spring areas there along I-40. If it does produce a new tornado here, if that is an old tornado, that would be the areas of concern that are not currently tornado warned in Humphreys County. So y'all watch out there into also western Hickman County, Tennessee.
Thank you, Andy. It looks like storm chaser Justin Hillard has come across some damage, some significant damage in Louisville, Kentucky, or areas just on the southeast side of Louisville, Kentucky. We were tracking a tornado warning in Jeffersontown. That's where he is right now. So he's near the Woodland Hills Christian Academy in Jeffersontown area, where it does look like there is some significant damage, maybe as a result of the tornado that we were tracking. So just an update there. Not good news coming out of the greater Louisville area. Additionally, we do have what Andy was just talking about here. We really need to be on our toes and getting into our safe spots in Poplar Springs, Tennessee, Hydro, Shiloh, Holiday, McLewain, Rockport, and Birdsong. Take shelter now. Also, just in case anybody missed it, we've got a crazy, looking supercell producing a tornado here near Middleton. It could be going into Middleton now or already going through Middleton. We've called you out a bunch. Hopefully everybody got in their safe spot, but now we got to be worried about Lacey, Pocahontas, up towards Sulphur Springs, and Rose Creek and Selmer in Tennessee. Please take shelter. This is going to be a dangerous, life-threatening storm as it comes through. Additionally, tornado warning continues for Coldwater and Senatobia. Rotation looks absolutely crazy over here, but no reports of anything being down on the ground yet. Yeah, let's assume it is. And Strayhorn, Crockett, all the way up there to Coldwater. This is DeSoto, Patola, Tate, and Tunica counties in Mississippi. Up to the north in Ohio, we've got a confirmed tornado warning for New Vienna now. This is Andy's call out from earlier. This goes all the way out to Leesburg, though. Carytown, Memphis, East Monroe. You guys are included in this tornado warning. We need you in your safe spots and away from windows. Lowest floor, interior room, helmet, shoes. 21 minutes. Let's go back over here to areas just north of Lexington. We do have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for places like Georgetown now, where the strongest part of the storm is going to go off to your north. But we do have 60 mile per hour winds and tornado possible tag on this warning here for Georgetown, Oxford, Lees, Lick, Lair, Millersburg, and Barefoot over the next 35 minutes. That's Bourbon, Fayette, Harrison, Nicholas, Scott, and Woodford counties. You're going to want to get indoors and away from windows. Once again, I think the strongest winds are coming up through Sadieville up towards Berry, and that's also where we have our tornado warning. The rotation's going through Sadieville right now. Next up, we're talking about Alberta, Breckenridge, Garnett, Poindexter, Claysville, and Sunrise. And then to the north of that, we've got another area of rotation down here south and east of Williamstown, coming up towards Morgan, Falmouth, Four Oaks, and Catawba. You got to take shelter immediately. Let's look at our warning down here in Bardstown. That's got 5 minutes left on it. They're going to allow that to expire, but we'll probably see an upgraded severe thunderstorm warning as a result of these strong winds that it just blew through Bloomfield. That's going to end up coming up towards Lexington in a minute. Go ahead, Andy.
Okay. The storm, I believe we're seeing the beginning of a debris signature on the storm headed towards Senatobia, Mississippi. Finally, we've got that velocity couplet on that southern side of the wild-looking mesocyclone. So that's just west of Senatobia. We could see a little bit of a lightened CC there that may deepen on the next scan. I think generally the differential reflectivity values mirror that, or match it rather. So we're really looking that mesocyclone is like the whole rotating updraft going up in the storm. And then on that southern side from the way we're scanning the storm is where we'd expect the tornado couplet to come together. And that's going to make it pass very close to Senatobia. So waiting for that next scan to see if we see a much deeper correlation coefficient drop. And if that's the case, then we should see a confirmed warning here.
Okay, thank you so much, Andy. We might have a tornado down here, and if we do, it's really close to Outlaw Intentions LLC Diesel Repair near Crockett. It's going to go on up to the north and east towards Coldwater. On its approach from Highway 4 to Coldwater, it will likely cross places like the Hogfoot Road, Brooks Chapel, West Antioch Church number 1, North Mississippi Street Haulers, and then if it comes into Coldwater, it'll be coming in on the west side near Red Blues Barbecue and Tri-State Utility Contractors. New tornado warning in Tennessee. Benton and Decatur counties. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Ryan, that new scan, I think, does confirm that we have a debris signature there headed towards the Senatobia to Coldwater corridor there along I-55 in Tate County, Mississippi. So I think we'll see an upgrade to that warning. We have a chaser on that in the Discord, so you can reference that. Any pictures we receive from him, I think he's given us the okay to share. That may be wrong, so just in case, double check.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Andy. So we've got a tornado on the ground here, we believe, coming up into Coldwater. Once again, in the areas between Crockett and Coldwater, we expect this to cross over the Tri-State Utility Contractors, West Antioch Church number 1, and Sweetbriar Farm. Additionally, we just got another new tornado warning in Tennessee. This one goes all the way out to Lobelville. And this is, an area that we were calling out earlier. Buffalo only, Hurricane Mills. This is our rotation here near Sugar Tree, moving up towards Buffalo, and Hurricane Mills. Take shelter now. Kentucky and Ohio, there's a new severe thunderstorm warning. This one includes Georgetown, Ohio, and Maysville, Ohio. This includes West Union, Ohio. We're expecting 60-mile-per-hour winds over the next hour to spread through northern Kentucky, Maysville, Manchester, all the way over to Peebles and Winchester in Ohio. Get indoors and away from windows. Additionally, another severe thunderstorm warning was just issued for Lexington and areas southwest of there. Versailles, I forgot. What do you guys say? Versailles, Versailles, Mortonsville, Pisgah, Lawrenceburg, Alton, Ballard, Mount Eden. You guys are all under a severe thunderstorm warning.
Hey Ryan, this is Bryce. We're approaching the Coldwater tornado warning storm on I-55. Just letting you know.
Okay, Storm Chaser Bryce Shelton is actually on that Coldwater storm right now, hitting the suggest button on that back room. This is what he's got on camera right now. So he should be able to see something if there's anything down there. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Ryan. Unfortunately, gosh, on this last scan, the velocity values just skyrocketed. This is nearly tornado emergency criteria, unfortunately, just west of Senatobia. So if we get another scan like that, we're currently at 67 knot VROT, and Tori is issued at 70. So we're very close to already a tornado emergency with this storm. If it continues, yeah, I don't be surprised if that comes through. So just prepare yourselves for that.
All right, thank you, Andy. We could have a big, nasty tornado coming up towards you in Coldwater here. Latest scan does put it exactly in the path that we've been advertising here between Brooks Chapel, West Antioch Church number 1. This is coming up towards Coldwater. All right, so it's awfully close. So hopefully it we've had a lot of situations today where we had big tornadoes making beelines for towns, and then they weaken right at the last minute. Well, let's hope that happens again here for Coldwater. Because if that doesn't happen, we might have it come right through the town. If you are in Coldwater or Senatobia right now, you should be sheltered. You should be in that lowest, most interior room.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
And honestly, this is a situation where you need to bring the blankets, the mattress, the helmet, the pillows. Bring something to protect your head. Wear shoes. Wear closed-toed shoes and clothes that you wouldn't mind getting wet if you have to evacuate your home in a downpour due to damage. So keep all that in mind and get to shelter immediately. The storm's coming down on Coldwater right now. New tornado warning in Kentucky. Bowling Green.
A new tornado
You guys are under a tornado
issued.
warning on the south side. This includes Woodburn, Blackjack, Franklin, Pope, Halifax, Polkville, Ponsville, Finney, Scottsville, Petroleum. Big warning here for Allen, Barren, Logan, Simpson, and Warren counties in Kentucky. Take shelter for the next 28 minutes. There's no specific area of rotation that I'm noting here, but there is a large area that could produce tornadoes all the way across these counties. So let's get to shelter and stay there once again for 28 minutes. And our storm up here approaching Selmer looks crazy. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey Ryan, unwarned tornado near Sabina, Ohio, headed into Washington Courthouse in Fayette County, Ohio. That's got a debris signature with it, a very small one, but it's persisted for 2 scans now and is outside of that tornado warning to its south. So I have it, y'all watched. Please get in shelter in Washington Courthouse in Ohio. That would be a really good idea. Here you have about 10 minutes before the storm gets to you. Hopefully it's done producing a tornado by that point. The other thing I want to say is, even with this extreme debris signature here in Mississippi, west of Senatobia, that's still radar indicated warning. I ain't got a clue why. So hopefully we, fix that. But I'm starting to see a pattern here where we're not receiving upgraded warnings. So I will do my absolute best to convey the urgency of the signatures that I'm seeing here, including
A new
my
tornado
mention of
warning
the
has
tornado
been issued.
emergency criteria being close to being met. We should at least see a PDS warning, which is a particularly dangerous situation associated with the storm as it gets really close to I-55 in Tate County, Mississippi.
All right, Andy, thank you so much. Washington Courthouse, get to shelter. We got a significant storm up there. We also have we potentially have a huge tornado down here coming up into Senatobia and Coldwater. We really need to get our folks into their safe spots. Storm chaser Bryce Shelton should see something here soon. He's literally in Coldwater now. He's in the town of Coldwater. That's the live feed that you see above my head. So Cameron Road, Stage Road, that's about where the tornado is now. Getting ready to cross over the Coldwater Top Shop down there on US Highway 51. And then it's got, we're kind of far away in like the debris signature and the velocity signatures are so fat, like it's hard to pinpoint an exact area where the tornado might actually be, but this could be anywhere between Tri-State Unity Contractors and the Tate County School District building. That's where it could enter town. It could exit town up there on the Coldwater Travel Center over there towards the New Independence MB Church. All right, so Bryce Shelton's down there. We'll hear something from him, I'm sure, if he sees anything. So far, I haven't heard anything from him. Yeah, there we go. We got his feedback. I can also tell that the storm hasn't hit where he is yet. So we don't see any rain bands. We don't see that rear flank downdraft. He's in the inflow notch. If he takes the wrong turn here, we might see something pretty scary right in front of us as he makes this turn. Once again, this is a live view from Bryce Shelton, who is in the path potentially of a very big tornado that's coming up into the Coldwater Senatobia region. This is also going to head up towards Lurlin and Antioch. So y'all take shelter up there. I want to make sure we're continuing to talk about our tornado warned storm back here towards Selmer as well. Everybody in Selmer needs to be in their safe spot. This is almost like this is in second place in terms of like the craziest looking tornadoes that we've have had in the past couple of hours. This one looks pretty nasty over here near Sulphur Springs. Moving up into Selmer, we probably have a big tornado on the ground here too. Moving up towards Selmer. This one's going to be specifically right now pretty close to the Resurrection Rebuilding and Remodeling storefront. Also, this is going to come across Sulphur Springs Road.
A new tornado
here
warning
soon
has been issued,
and it's going to go up towards places like the Duncan Christmas Tree Farm and the Selmer Golf Country Club on its approach to Selmer and Bethel Springs. Okay, so take shelter if you're in any of those places. Very dangerous situation. We've got an upgrade on our warning down here. This is a PDS tornado warning now.
Warning has been issued
for Coldwater. So Coldwater, PDS tornado warning. We've got a major developing situation. I haven't heard anything from Bryce, but I mean, he's got to be seeing something. He's now in Senatobia, so he's went south. He's turned around. He's coming back up towards Coldwater. Let's reach out to him and just see if we hear anything. Bryce, we're on the edge of our seats here. There's a PDS tornado warning. Let us know if you see anything out there. Go ahead, Andy.
Yeah, Brian. Ask Bryce which way he's pointing.
All right, as soon as he comes back, I will. I see debris.
Yeah, Ryan, we're actually having to back up here on the shoulder of
Selmer, Tennessee, a tornado just blew up again. We didn't have a correlation coefficient drop till right now on this latest scan. That's headed right into town. We need to talk about them. Okay.
All right. Selmer, we did, right into town. We did just talk briefly about Selmer. But this is a serious situation. We need to make sure we're getting everybody into the best shelter that they can possibly get to. This is another situation. It's late, y'all. It's 12:37. People are trying to sleep. If you know about anybody out here, this is worth it. This is worth waking them up. This is worth
a new PDS
getting people
has been
out of bed for. Okay, that you could potentially save their life. If you know anybody over here between Bethel Springs and Selmer, PDS tornado warning now in effect for Chester, Decatur, Hardin, Henderson, and McNairy counties in Tennessee. Massive tornado on the ground right now, moving up towards Selmer. Specifically, right now, it is getting ready to cross Sulphur Springs Road. It's going to go to that Selmer Golf Country Club. Okay? Selmer Golf Country Club. We talked about this. It's going to go over Lakeview Church, Case by Case Analyst Lab, Selmer Baptist Church. That's pretty specific, but everybody around there needs to be in their safe spots. Bryce has got... It's kind of creepy. Bryce is really close to a big tornado here, but we can't see anything. We just see leaves falling out of the sky. Yeah, he's really close to that monster, probably too close. All right, we'll get a reload on him. But yeah, Senatobia, Coldwater. Coldwater might have just taken a direct hit here. Let's go ahead and get to shelter in Lurline, all the way up towards Byhalia as well. Brett Adair and Sarah are going to be able to give us another view of this, Tanner, if we want to maybe watch them as well. Just Brett Adair's online, it seems like. Actually, Ashton... Yeah, we'll watch for him later. Let's go back up to our Southern Tennessee warning. Once again, call people in Selmer. If you know anybody out here, you gotta let them know. PDS tornado warning in effect for DeSoto, Marshall, and Tate counties in Mississippi. PDS tornado warning in Chester, Decatur, Hardin, and Henderson and McNairy counties in Tennessee. Go ahead, Andy.
Yeah, Ryan, you reminded me when you said about calling them and how we have literally 3 minutes before this impacts the Selmer, Tennessee area, if not the town directly, because it's deviating east for some forsaken reason. We need everyone to be watching the broadcast live. Make sure it's live, and the clock is directly that way, right under Ryan's face. Just make sure that matches to the minute of whatever hour it is. It's 40 minutes past the hour. If you're ever watching this broadcast, you got to make sure that is matching the current hour or the current minute on the hour, such that you can distribute this information we're giving to you correctly, essentially at the right time, and get it as soon as possible if you are under the gun as well. So always make sure you have that, and always make sure as this goes into the town that you tell people as well who like to watch us that they should be doing this. It's one of the most important things.
Thank you, Andy, for the reminder. If you've ever had any buffering happening, you might get behind a little bit here, and we will make sure you're completely up to date here. You should be no more than 30 seconds to 40 seconds behind, maybe even less than that. Selmer, Bethel Springs, this is it. There's a huge tornado coming up into this area right now. We just got to really hope that we've done a good job of getting the word out there. If the debris signature and the velocity couplet are any indication of its actual location, it's tearing up that Selmer Country Club right now. It's likely going to continue to go up towards the First United Methodist Church, Lakeview Church, Star Food Mart, Selmer Second Baptist Church. A lot of communities out here between Bethel Springs and Selmer. There's nothing there's not a good path for it to take. If it goes between Selmer and Bethel Springs, it's going to hit a bunch of houses. If it goes through Selmer, it's going to hit a large housing area and commercial area. And if it goes through Bethel Springs, it's going to hit a large residential area. So there's no way of us coming out of this unscathed. I'm afraid for our friends down here in Chester, Decatur, Hardin, McNairy counties. We do have to think a little bit farther downstream. This might go on for a significant period of time. We got to get to shelter in Savannah, Morris Chapel, Satilio, Sardi, Liberty, Cedar Grove, maybe all the way up there toward Decaturville. As this is a life-threatening, damaging tornado on the ground right now, doing who knows what down here in Selmer. This is a very unfortunate situation. It's after midnight. We had storms down here earlier today, and we had a break. Who knows how many people thought that meant that it was over for the day? All right. All right, go ahead and switch Brett. And, well, actually, as long as Bryce is working, keep him in 1, but switch Brett whenever Bryce goes down. All right, so once again, big debris signature over here in Selmer. We are really concerned about the folks down here, but as of right now, there's nothing we can do. All we can do is just hope that everybody was in their safe spots, as it does look like the town has taken a direct hit. Some smaller places in the direct path here that we've still got to be concerned about include Purdy, Good Hope, Hickory Falls, Mud Creek. You guys are next in line. Let's check back in on the tornado, PDS tornado warning that continues for DeSoto, Marshall, and Tate counties in Mississippi. Right now, we've got 2 live storm chasers. We've got Bryce Shelton and Brett Adair on this thing. Bryce he keeps coming across scattered debris, like tree debris. I haven't seen anything more substantial than that. Brett Adair's a little bit farther away, but he's actually right in front of it. He should be in the path of it. He should be able to see something here in a moment, and that's the live feed that you see above my head. So PDS tornado warning continues out here for Lurline. You got to get to shelter. Cockrum, Ingram's Mill, Watson, Stonewall, Byhalia, Victoria, and Tasca, and Casey. All these places are in the direct path. We got another storm chaser, Tanner. We might want to just go ahead and put that one in 3. Ashton there. So we'll have Brett, Bryce, and Ashton, all 3 on the top 3. As we got 3 storm chasers now showing us the storm in Mississippi. Let's go back to Tennessee. Our 2 PDS tornado warnings right now are our most life-threatening storms. We've got to focus all of our resources on this. A huge debris signature now past Selmer. I don't know if we've heard anything yet, but it's very possible that we've had a worst case scenario here in Selmer, Tennessee. Storm debris signature now is beyond Selmer. It looks like it might have went through that country club area, over the Selmer Second Baptist Church, Star Food Mart, Selmer Moose Lodge, Moss Hollow, and now it's getting over there on the north side of town near Bethesda Presbyterian Church. It'll keep tracking off to the north and east along Turkey Creek. It'll ride Turkey Creek all the way up to the Carroll Trucking Regional Services, LLC. We're hearing that we've lost connection to the scanner down there in Selmer right before it hit the town. So we're completely flying by social media here if we're going to hear anything. And obviously, after a tornado hits a town, the first thing you do isn't tweet about it, so who knows how long it'll be before we hear about that. But I do think we had to have some significant damage here between Bethel Springs and Selmer. Hopefully, most of the bigger stuff was missed, but we're going to brace for the worst over here. Purdy, Good Hope, Hickory Flats, Bethlehem, Morris Chapel, and Saltillo. I'm sorry. Yeah, Saltillo. You guys are next in line. If this thing doesn't weaken, we could have a similar situation coming up towards you. Whoa. Look at that debris ball. My goodness, y'all, that is not good. That is the town of Selma right there. A new PDS
tornado warning has been issued.
All right, we got a new PDS tornado warning that extends out to DeSoto, Marshall, Tate, and Tate counties in Mississippi. We've got Lurline, Wakefield, Watson, and Ingram Mills in the path there. Victoria, Red Banks, Tasca, and Mack as well. This is an incredibly dangerous situation. Your life is in extreme danger over here in Watson, Victoria, and Red Banks. We got to get to shelter in DeSoto, Marshall, and Tate counties. We've got two storm chasers out here. Haven't heard anything from them. Honestly, haven't seen anything. But they're doing a good job of they don't want to get hit by this tornado, right? This is a big, scary, nasty nighttime wedge. killer tornado. So they're not trying to get too close. But we haven't seen any damage or heard any confirmed reports yet of what this looks like. But they're continuing to go up towards Victoria, so we'll stay with them until we hear something, and then we're going to continue to focus on our storm over here near Selmer. Still big debris ball on this thing. I can't help but think that the reason we saw such a big spike right here in that debris signature right after it went through Selmer is because a lot of Selmer was just picked up and lofted into the air, and is now moving up towards Purdy. Purdy, Good Hope, Hickory Flats, up towards Morris Chapel, Saltillo. Please get to shelter. If you're just now waking up, if you're just now hearing about this, we've got a life-threatening situation, one of the most dangerous situations you've ever been in your life. You got to do everything you can to protect your life and property here as the storm approaches. This is, I don't know how much longer this is going to last, but if it goes on for quite some time in Purdy, Hickory Flats, Bethlehem, and Morris Chapel, this is not the kind of storm that you'll sleep through and everything will be all right. This is not this kind of storm that you may be able to accidentally survive. In some cases, with certain tornadoes, you have to try, and especially if you're right in the path. Good Hope and Hickory Flats, these are some of the places where we can't afford to let anybody go out here without knowing that they're in extreme danger. So if you know anybody out there, let them know and tell them to run, don't walk to their safe spots. Interior room, lowest floor, helmets on, shoes on, and hopefully most of these people are going to get missed out here. But this thing's still eating up, whatever it touches. It's still a big, nasty tornado right now, barreling down on Hickory Flats, Good Hope, and Mud Creek. After it's crossed past Selmer here, moving past Purdy, it is now near Old Stage Road. It's going to continue to go across Old Stage Road as it approaches the Pine Hill Kennels. If you know where that is, you know about where the tornado is. Additionally,
a new tornado warning has been issued.
Hickory Flats, Mud Creek, Morris Chapel, you guys are all in the path. Take shelter. DeSoto, Tate, Tunica, and Shelby counties in Mississippi are now under a tornado warning. So we've got a new storm to watch now. This one's coming out of Tunica. It's starting to rotate here as it approaches Green River, Pritchard, Cub Lake, Robinson, Gin, Hernando, Nesbitt, Bright. This is going to go up towards Olive Branch and the Crossroads Distribution Centers. This is DeSoto, Tate, Tunica, and Shelby counties in Tennessee. So that's our latest tornado warning. Lots of I still don't know if we've heard anything from Selmer. So lots of concern still in the chat. We're going to do everything we can to fill you in as soon as we know something. Also, same can be said for the storm that's coming up through Wakefield now. Watson, Victoria, Red Banks, take shelter. Big nasty tornado could potentially be barreling down on you.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Gosh, y'all. Another couple new tornado warnings we need to go fly to real quick. Up here in Kentucky, Georgetown. I'm sorry, this is Ohio. Sorry. Georgetown is under a tornado warning in Decatur, Winchester. We got a large area of rotation, but down here in Kentucky also, in Georgetown, Kentucky. I'm sorry, I thought I was mistaken, but there is a tornado warning also in Georgetown, Kentucky. I want to be very clear that this tornado warning is not the same kind of deal that we're dealing with down here into the south. That's why we're so focused on that. We know there's a monster killer tornado on the ground down there, and it's currently impacting people's lives. We don't know for sure what's going on with this line of storms that's approaching Georgetown and Lexington, but there could be some rotating parts of it that cause damage in the form of tornado damage. Mostly, though, we're talking about strong straight line winds, lots of lightning, thunder, heavy rain. Get indoors and away from windows. Get into your safe spot in Georgetown and Lexington. You'll be fine. Stay there for the next 30 minutes or so. Significant winds about to come into Lexington too. And then same thing for you guys up there in Chillicothe. NWS Wilmington, NWS, the radio's not working. All right. So we got to make sure you have a way of getting warnings that are outside of that. Frankfort, Greenland, Clarksburg, Kingston, get to shelter. Also, we expect a tornado warning at some point, maybe around Circleville. So get ready for that. Go ahead, Andy.
Right, and I think we're seeing the successful cycle of this tornado warning that's approaching Red Banks, Mississippi, and should pass Holly Springs to the north. So I believe that on the upper tilts, we see a velocity couplet that's valid. There's really not a big reason why this cell wouldn't be able to put down another tornado with clean inflow to its south, and it's also on a boundary, which you can faintly see with some of those lines extending around and away from the hook and the rear flank gust front. So I think that this storm is probably about to put down another tornado that is very likely going to impact the Red Banks, Mississippi area along I-22. In addition to that, we should cover the storm to the west that got warned, and the warning does extend into the southern part of the Memphis metro. So you guys up there in Olive Branch, Germantown, Collierville should be eyeing the storm as it approaches you far southwest. You have about 45 minutes in the southeast Memphis metro on the Tennessee side to prepare for that.
Thank you, Andy. Memphis, we've been talking a lot about you guys tonight. Here we go again. South Haven, south side down there near Horn Lake. You're under a tornado warning. This storm, it's going to be in a similar environment, right? We know what these storms are capable of doing, and we're afraid something similar might happen here near Cub Lake up towards Hernando. Please take shelter out here in DeSoto and Tate and Tunica counties of Mississippi and Shelby County, Tennessee. Tanner, go ahead and until Bryce or Ashton or Brett come up on something, let's put the I-269 Red Banks camera in slot number 1. And guys, what you're seeing there is the look of this storm as it crosses the interstate here, Interstate 22. Our tornado warned storm is going to cross right in front of us here. And you can just see how prolific the lightning is. This is an unbelievably powerful storm, one of the strongest storms we've seen today. Same thing can be said for our storm over here that just went through Selmer. Still, big, giant debris signature. I don't know how long this is going to keep on for, but we've got to start talking about some other stuff that it's about to hit because there is some stuff out in front of it here. That will get in its way if it continues. If this goes up towards Morris Chapel and Mud Creek,
warning has been issued.
It'll cross Highway 22 right there around the Calvary Baptist Church. Okay, and then it'll move up towards the House of Mercy and the Burke's Equestrian Services. And then also it's going to go up there towards Coffee Landing Road, the Morris Chapel Baptist Church. And of course, we got to remember our friends down here along Coffee Landing Road and Liberty Cemetery. So if you know where any of that stuff is, you know the approximate location of our tornado. Now, it's pretty rural, but if this keeps going, if it gets to Saltillo. Saltillo's not a huge town, but it's a larger community right on the Tennessee River here that needs to be alert, needs to be aware of the situation because we have a incredibly dangerous situation unfolding here for our folks in Chester, Decatur, Hardin, Henderson, and McNairy counties. There is a new tornado warning in Tennessee. I want to make sure we cover this for you. Dickson, you guys are in this. Rotations coming together down here between Hurricane Mills and Only. This is Dickson, Hickman, and Humphreys counties in Tennessee. Tennessee City, Burns, Dickson. Take shelter now. Checking back in on the storm where all of our storm chasers are. Not hearing anything from them yet still. but definitely still believe there's a tornado either down here or cycling. It is about to be down again as it goes towards Watson, Red Banks, and Mahone. Checking in on my friends in Lexington. I know there's so many people who are concerned up here, and I know there's a lot of people that watch. Just know that while this is a serious situation for you, okay, and like you do need to be taking it seriously, and you need to be in your safe spots. The reason we're not sitting here and talking about this for as much as we are these other warnings is because this is a much less life-threatening situation for you. You need to be in that safe spot. Interior room, lowest floor. Keep me with you. We'll let you know when the threat has passed. But you should be fine. Give it about 30 minutes or so. Storm's going to go by. We'll let you know what to do next and make sure the coast is clear. Same could be said for you guys in Winchester and Decatur over here in Mason, Adams, and Brown counties in Kentucky. Rotation is down here between Ripley and Stringtown, moving up towards Decatur. Please take shelter if you haven't already. Columbus, storms are moving through Columbus right now. Very significant winds moving through. Tornado threat is not very high in Columbus right now, but we're still going to watch out for potential tornado warnings all around Columbus until the storm's completely past us. We're not going to give the all clear. Mansfield, same for you. So very strong, powerful line of storms with embedded tornadic circulations moving through Ohio and Kentucky. All right. We are going to continue to relay these warnings in real time as they come out, but it's a little bit of a different situation that's happening down here in Tennessee. We have monster cyclical supercells producing tornadoes that can eliminate entire communities. All right. So we have to focus our resources on what's going on down here. Morris Chapel, hopefully everybody's underground. Lebanon, Sotillo, up there towards Decaturville as well. Andy's highlighted a y'all watch here for Lobelville, Whitfield, and Nunnally. So here's another area of rotation coming together east of Pineview. This is in Perry and Hickman counties in Tennessee. Get to shelter. Get ready to get to shelter as a tornado warning is likely coming soon for y'all. Memphis, south of Memphis, we still have that storm coming together here. It looks a little bit less organized, but it's approaching South Haven and Hernando. So hopefully that doesn't come together like our other storms have. And then the storm over here around Byhalia and Holly Springs, getting ready to cross Interstate 22. We're about to see that happen through this camera here, the MDOT I-22. Brett Adair's also got a legible feed now that we can see here in Hernando. So just know that we're watching these storms right now. The most dangerous one seems to be the one in Tennessee, but they all, I think that this one might be trying to go through a cycle too, but let's assume that it's still down. Okay. PDS tornado warning continues for Chester, Decatur, Hardin, Henderson, and McNairy counties in Tennessee. Yeah, there is that camera in Henderson. I don't think that would be able to see anything. On our Selmer storm, or the one that's past Selmer now. I also still haven't heard anything from Selmer, but I'm seeing imagery now. There's I just retweeted something from Action News 5. It looks like a video of the tornado that was on the ground in Walnut, Mississippi, as it was heading towards Selmer, Tennessee. So we've got big time visual confirmation on there. There definitely was a giant tornado on the ground there. I can't share that here on the stream because copyright and all that good stuff, but you guys can go look at it over there on X. My handle is @RyanHall, y'all.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
All right, new tornado warning for Barren, Edmondson, Greene, Hart, Marion, Metcalfe, and Taylor counties in Kentucky. Or some rotation has been spotted over here around Cave City. Moving to the north of Glasgow, over towards Horse Cave, Monroe, Webbs, Greensburg, Somersville, Campbellsville, Saloma, and Findlay. This is a radar indicated warning. We don't have any confirmation of a tornado being down, but there could be one. So take shelter immediately out here in Barren, Edmondson, Greene, Hart, Marion, Metcalfe, and Taylor counties in Kentucky for the next 26 minutes. Dickson, still watching y'all's tornado warning that's going to go on for 26 minutes. The rotation is not increasing very much here, so that's good news, but we still need to stay sheltered. Different story for Lobelville. This does seem like it's coming together a little bit here as it comes towards Whitfield, Nunnally. So y'all stay watching out, okay? We could have a potential tornado warning here. We're in a little bit of a radar hole here with our storm near Morris Chapel, so it's hard to tell what's going on there. But we're going to stay sheltered in Lebanon, Saltillo, Grandview, all the way up there towards Mount Carmel. All right. If you're just now tuning in, we've just had two incredible tornadoes, probably more than that. One of them we know went through a town. We're pretty sure the town of Selmer took on a direct hit. We haven't heard much information out of there though, and we still that storm is still causing problems in Chester, Decatur, Hardin, and McNairy counties in Tennessee. Oh. Also, we have been streaming now for 13 hours and 16 minutes. It's currently 205 local, 105 central, 6Z. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't know at what point over the next several days we're going to get a break at all. Like it's just going to be nonstop severe weather. Tomorrow looks pretty intense too. Put that. Never mind. Keep it the way you've got it. This is our closest one to that tornado warned storm, I think, in Mississippi, and this just looks like a nightmare. Worst place on earth to be right now would be driving on that road. Holy smokes, y'all. That's the tornado warned storm down there in Mississippi. We don't have anything as close in Tennessee. There is this Tascam. This might be a pretty big tower here. Okay, no, that's not. That's literally on the ground. Yeah, so we don't have much in the way of cameras around this storm.
A new PDS tornado warning has been issued.
New PDS tornado warning has been issued for Hickman, Lewis, Perry, and Wayne counties in Tennessee. So take shelter out here in those places. This is just a continuation. Storms continuing to move your way. And we expect that it's going to get there soon. This one right here, Tanner, this one might be one to watch. It's not a tower camera, but it's literally right in the path of the tornado, so we need to keep an eye on that one. And then you've already got Waynesboro up, I believe. No, you don't. Let me see. We should definitely keep an eye on this one too. And this one. So we've got a lot of different cameras in the direct path here. So what we're trying to do is see this thing. We got the storm chasers down there on the Mississippi one. We need to be able to see it else in other ways through this one because it's in a radar hole. We're not able to see it very clearly through the traditional means. So just monitor those and pull the ones into the view as they become relevant. This is also a continued tornado warning over here for Dickson. 21 minutes left for you. The rotation with this one's really not as concerning, but we want you to stay sheltered for 21 more minutes. There was a new tornado warning issued in Kentucky over here for Barren and Campbellsville. This has got 21 minutes left on it as well. The tornado warning around Lexington and Georgetown has been allowed to expire. There is a tornado warning for Adams and Brown counties in Ohio for 6 more minutes. And that's it. That's our farthest north tornado warning. We do have a yaw watch. Andy's watching this area near Perrysville, up there in Ashland County and Wayne County in Ohio. Low confidence that we might get a tornado warning out of this rotation that's approaching Worcester over the next little bit. Our southernmost tornado warning, south of Memphis. This storm looks like a mess, so that's good. It doesn't look like this storm's going to do the same thing that those other ones have done. So that's good. Hernando, though, in South Haven for the next 20 minutes, you do need to stay sheltered.
A new tornado
just in
warning
case.
has been issued.
This one over here is also not looking as organized as it goes towards LaGrange. Yeah, there is a new tornado warning now for Benton County, Mississippi, Marshall County, Mississippi, and Fayette County, Tennessee, and Hardeman County, Tennessee. Take shelter immediately. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Ryan, from the Terminal Columbus, Ohio radar, I'm watching an area right near Pickerington, Ohio. This will stay on the east side of Columbus, well to the east. This is definitely could get a tornado warning if the National Weather Service is looking at this terminal radar. That would go over I-70. It's just really tightened up in the last minute. So literally 30 seconds ago, I think this has got the chance to produce a tornado as it approaches Kirkersville and especially Kirkersville, Ohio, along I-70 and Highway 40 right there in southwestern Licking County and northwestern Fairfield County. So y'all watch out. I'll put a watch out there for the path of that, but I just wanted to get that out there.
Thank you, Andy. Kirkersville, Outville, Etna, I-70 between Etna and Hebron, up maybe even as far up north as Union Station. Y'all watch out. By the way, Columbus, the biggest part of the storm, the strongest winds are now moving out of the east side of town. So the storm, for the most part, is over for you tonight. We're going to have several rounds of heavy rain. So keep that in mind. Newest tornado warning down here in Mississippi and Tennessee. Just checking back in on it. Doesn't look like this is like weakening or anything. It looks like it might be trying to recycle here. So get ready in Moscow, LaGrange, Center Point, and Pattersonville in Tennessee. It's coming up towards you now. The latest on the other storm, though, the one that went through Selmer, it's in such a radar hole. I don't know what in the heck's going on with it. But I would still stay sheltered in Liberty, Mount Carmel, and Decaturville until we figured it out.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning's been issued for Ohio. And yeah, that's Andy's Y'all Watch there. Fairfield and Licking counties in Ohio are now under a tornado warning. So take shelter in Etna, Heath, Granville, and Newark. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey Ryan, just wanted to say there's actually two possible tornadoes with that of Columbus, Ohio tornado warning. That last one's popped up literally in the last 30 seconds here. Could go closer to Pataskala, in Licking County there along County Highway 16. Headed up to the Alexandria and Granville area as well. So we could see multiple warnings. If not, they might just try to encompass this in one warning. The other thing I want to say is we're scanning 30 feet above the surface. So we're literally scanning the tornado vortex if it does tilt up and connect to the cloud. We're literally scanning the tornado itself with these Ohio tornado.
A new tornado warning has been
this
issued.
Ohio tornado warning. So I have even more confidence because of how low we are to the surface. Just how, oh my gosh, I can't even speak. 13 and a half hours. Anyways, take shelter here in Kirkersville. I'm glad I caught that immediately. 2 tornadoes ongoing here.
All right, thank you, Andy. 2 tornadoes ongoing up here to the east of Columbus. We need everybody between Pataskala, Granville, Heath, Thornville, Hopewell, Millersport, and Baltimore out here in the areas to the east of Columbus, Ohio. We need you to take shelter. This is a dangerous storm. We got 60, 70 mile per hour winds coming in, and then also the very real threat of multiple tornadic circulations that add insult to injury there. Tornado warning in Kentucky. We got to go check out Lexington. Oof, again, you're under a tornado warning. This one is honestly, this one looks pretty concerning. The last couple of frames there show a decent convergence signature. We've got something that might try to become a tornado right over Talmadge and Ebenezer right now. This is coming up towards Lexington. All right, so take shelter in Lexington, especially on the south side. Nicholasville, Keene, Equestrian Estates, Pinkard, Catnip. All of these places are in the path of a dangerous storm. This is the real deal. This is a real tornado warning for Lexington. Take shelter now. Nashville. Who's awake in Nashville? Is anybody still waiting around in Nashville for these storms to get to you? Because I think they're moving now. And we might actually be talking about Nashville a little bit in the near future. Storms are moving slow, though. That's why we got so many flash flood warnings right now. And at some point, they're going to stop. At some point, they're literally going to stop moving east for a while and then start moving backwards. And that's going to be crazy. But that's one of the big reasons why we have such a high flood threat, right? We don't know exactly when that's going to happen. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey Ryan, we're just getting some absolutely incredible data here from 20 to 50 feet above the surface here in Pataskala, Ohio. The first 2 rotations have mostly petered
A new
out, and now
tornado
this one
warning has been
in the
issued.
lead right over the top of Pataskala, Ohio, unfortunately, is intensifying right in front of the previous 2 areas of vorticity. I don't even know what to think about this, given we'd be literally scanning the tornado itself, or tornadoes plural as they're occurring here. So I'm just kind of taking this in, but I've got the All Watch going to the north near Alexandria, Ohio, which is not currently in a warning, just in case to encompass all different chaotic directions these multiple areas of spin could go.
Thank you, Andy. So y'all watch out in Granville, Alexandria, up there towards Fredonia. Additionally, we got a tornado warning in southern Ohio as well. This is near Portsmouth. So we got a tornado warning for Adams and Scioto counties. Rotation here in Duncansville, Blue Creek, moving over towards Otway, Lucasville, and Rardon. Get ready out there in Adams and Scioto counties. Take shelter. Put as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. Strong winds are coming in. That's the main thing in the short term. But then there's also that embedded tornado threat. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Ryan, just scrolled back down to the south, and Slayden, Mississippi is very close to receiving a hit by probably this violent tornado cycle. So the storm has completed its cycle, as we were mentioning earlier, waited till just after Red Banks, Mississippi, and this is a radar indicated warning. I mean, we just go immediately to PDS with this for sure. This is going really close to Grand Junction in Tennessee. It may take a track towards that town. We've seen no bearing of any town directly by these tornadoes. They do not care. So they have a radar indicated warning there. We need to up the urgency for them drastically for Grand Junction, Tennessee, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. Holy smokes, y'all! This is not good. We've got a massive debris signature. We've got a huge velocity couplet. Slayden. We got to shout it from the mountaintops. We got to make sure everybody knows that Slayden's in the path here. Slayden is a decent sized little town. Right now, the tornado's approaching Slayden from the south here on Slayden Road. We've got a daggone, it's not a huge town. It's a small community. We've got the Slayden Travel Center there, the Marathon gas station, and then probably at a collection of about 30 to 50 houses on the south side of the town. Old Gen Motor Companies also directly in the path. Every single bit of this could be destroyed if it's hit. So we need everybody out in the affected zone to be aware of what's about to happen. And it is late. It's after 1 a.m. People are asleep. So if you know anybody out here, you got to call them. You got to let them know. You could be a hero. You could save somebody's life if you called them right now and woke them up in Slayden. We're also worried about Early Grove right now, Michigan City, and LaGrange downstream here. You guys are potentially going to be impacted by this tornado. It just crossed Highway 220 near Slayden. We're going to continue to watch this go up towards the Roberts Chapel CME Church. And then Early Grove, once again, on its approach to Early Grove, it'll cross over Early Grove Road. Really not a lot, not a lot for it to do.
New information. This tornado
between where it is and LaGrange. Once again, how many times have we had this? Hopefully it spits out before it gets to LaGrange, but if it doesn't, we got big problems. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Ryan, this tornado has eclipsed tornado emergency thresholds near Slayden. We have that 60 dBz debris ball, which is unbelievable. The second one of the night now. At 1 a.m, the most dangerous hour of the night, proven via tornado fatalities in an exposed area where people are, on average, in more concerning housing and mobile homes. Did I say at 1 a.m? I have no idea, but we have a 76 knot VROT, which is maybe the highest tonight. So no other words there. So hopefully we can just get everyone in shelter.
Okay, Andy, thank you. Another monster, deadly tornado on the ground here near Slayden. Guys, this is I don't know what else to say. This is as big and as mean as they get as far as tornadoes go. Crossing Slayden Road, right there near the Jones Greenhouse, and then up there towards the Slayden Baptist Church. This is going to completely obliterate anything it comes even remotely close with. Okay, this is a huge tornado. Of something that we rarely see. If you are in the path of this thing, this is the most dangerous situation you've ever been in your life, more than likely. Over here in Early Grove, Michigan City, Wolf River Wildlife Management Area. This is a massive monster tornado. Brett Adair is in Slayden. Or he's just to the west of Slayden. So if we can get him back, Tanner, if you can reload him, if you see him again, holler at me and let me know so we can look at that. But Sarah over here is also in Slayden, I believe. Yeah, here we go. I'm suggesting another camera. This is a live storm chaser just to the west of Slayden. I don't know what they're going to come across here. But we do have people that are immediately going to be able to confirm something for us, I believe, as they go into Slayden. But All right. Yeah. Thank you. Put Sarah in one. Sarah's text location says Holly Springs. That's wrong. Sarah is in Mount Pleasant right now. Okay. So if you're just now tuning in, we've got a massive tornado crossing over Highway 72. There it is. That's the tornado emergency.
This tornado warning has been upgraded.
Guys, the National Weather Service has issued a tornado emergency for Benton County. Okay, Benton County, Marshall County, Mississippi, Fayette County, and Hardeman County in Tennessee. This is very likely by far the biggest tornado of the night so far. And we've seen some big tornadoes tonight. All right. So this is a monster of a tornado just crossing over Highway 72. You've heard me say this earlier, but this is the most dangerous situation you've ever found yourself in if you're in the direct path of this thing here. This is not a tornado that you are going to be able to, just sleep through or anything like that. So once again, if you know somebody out here that has to work tomorrow, they're asleep, maybe even if you just know somebody who knows somebody out here, let's do whatever we can to try to reach these people, because I promise you, if this enters into LaGrange and it stays at the strength that it is right now, those people don't have a chance. Don't have a chance if they're not awake, if they're not aware of what's going on here. So we've got to make sure that we get the word out there. Also, we've got to hope that this thing at some point weakens a little bit. We've got a lot of ground to cover before we get to LaGrange. But even before then, before we get to LaGrange, we've got several structures, several different things in the path here, quite isolated, but still it's crossing over Early Grove Road right now. And it's going to continue to go up towards the Franklin Family Cemetery on its approach to the Tennessee-Mississippi border. This is going to cross the Tennessee-Mississippi line somewhere around Bleed Love Road. Or is that Breedlove Road here? That's where it's going to cross the Tennessee-Mississippi county state line. There's plenty of residential homes along that road. And then it's going to go up towards the Hickory Grove Baptist Church on its approach to LaGrange. If it continues on its current trajectory, it will go by the Wolf Wildlife Management Area, the Mineral Slough Boardwalk Ghost, and the Wolf River Wildlife Management Area. Lots of empty space for this to go before it gets into LaGrange, but we've really got to be ready in LaGrange and taking shelter right now, and we don't want to assume that it's just going to dissipate before it gets there, because that's not always the case, especially not with giant tornadoes like this. It's going to be a force to be reckoned with. It's going to be hard to stop at this point as it goes up between Mississippi and Tennessee. If you're just now tuning in, we've got a tornado emergency. This is the highest level tornado warning that can be issued by the National Weather Service for Benton County, Mississippi, Marshall County, Mississippi, Fayette County, Tennessee, and Hardeman County in Tennessee. We've got the next 33 minutes to get the word out here to people. And hopefully we can do that. And hopefully we did that for the folks in Slayden. But this is another place that we have to now search for information about. And now we're starting to hear some information about Selmer. Selmer was another town that was hit not too long ago. And everything that we're hearing out of Selmer right now is bad. Unfortunately, I think we're going to get a lot of similar noise out of Slayden. Just prepare yourselves for that, y'all. I think we've had another worst case scenario situation here. Now all we can do is try to get the word out for our people up to the north and east. Early Grove, Michigan City, LaGrange, everybody out there needs to be aware of this monster tornado that's coming up towards them right now. Once again, a tornado emergency. If you're just now waking up and you're trying to think of what you need to do, you got to put shoes on. Put clothes on that you wouldn't care to get wet. Closed-toed shoes. There's a chance that your house could be damaged. You might have to evacuate your home after it's damaged with nails, broken glass, splintered wood. You might have to be out in a rain shower exposed to the elements after the loss of your roof or something like that. Okay, so get ready, do whatever you need to do to make that easier on you, and get the kids ready, get the pets ready on the leash, whatever you got to do, and then hunker down inside of the most interior room of your home with as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. Bottom floor, helmet on. Kids have bicycle helmets, go grab them. You've got an old football helmet, go grab it. If you don't have that stuff, grab the mattress off the bed, grab some pillows, grab something soft to protect your head so flying debris or falling debris won't directly cause injury to you. So once again, I'm talking to people in Early Grove, Michigan City, LaGrange, 45, and the people in Benton, Marshall counties in Mississippi, and then Fayette and Hardeman counties in Tennessee. Mostly talking to Tennessee now because this is about to cross over into Tennessee from Mississippi. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Ryan, I haven't gotten an update from the Memphis radar in 5 minutes on all platforms. If it is in fact down, we need to continue estimating position as it approaches Grand Junction. We don't have knowledge of whether the tornado is as strong as it was, or is stronger now, or is even ongoing. So we need to treat this tornado emergency as one with, even if we're blind here without radar data. So we need to estimate the position of it now as accurately as we can.
All right, thank you, Andy. Yeah, it's been several minutes. It's 2:29. The last update for me came in at 23. So we're a little blind here, but let's assume that it's as big as it was back here and it was going in the same direction. Right? I would say that it's probably safe to say that it has crossed the line now into Tennessee. And it's getting closer to LaGrange, right? So the TWRA Wolf River firing range is about where that tornado could be right now. So let's make sure we get into our safe spots if we are near that, obviously. And then it's still going to go in the general direction of the Mineral Slough Boardwalk, the Wolf River Wildlife Management Area on its approach to LaGrange. We got to get everybody in LaGrange underground or in a substantial shelter, whatever we can do. Bryce Shelton, Sarah, they're both in the general vicinity here, but I don't think that Sarah's crossed the path of this thing yet. There's no way. And then we have just a crazy view of this storm from Tennessee Valley Weather number 5. This is not our storm that we're watching right now. This is the storm in Tennessee, where there is still a tornado warning. It continues to be a PDS tornado warning, actually, for our storm coming up towards Linden. And actually, you know what? Like, we can't tell much by radar right now, but this image tells us a lot. I see a rotating base to that storm. There's probably, there could be something making contact with the ground. It's hard to tell, but this is a live view of the tornado warned storm, the PDS tornado warned storm, coming out of Mount Carmel and coming up towards Linden right now. Okay, so this is a separate storm. This is not our tornado emergency. This is another tornado warning up here in Hickman, Lewis, Perry, and Wayne counties in Tennessee. I think what we're looking at here is actually a tornado. It's hard to see, obviously, but daggone it, if that doesn't look like one, and it would make sense where the camera is and where we're pointed to. Yeah, I think that's what we're dealing with here as it goes up towards Linden. So this is that PDS tornado warning. And there you go. There you have it. Another a tornado potentially on the ground here, moving towards Linden. We need to assume that it is, because this is still a PDS tornado warning. We can, weather spotters have confirmed a tornado several times with this. I think we just have a bird's eye view of it here as it goes off to the north and east. Okay. All right, back to the tornado emergency. Still no updates. Have we really lost Memphis? Go ahead, Andy.
Yeah, Ryan, I'm tracking this from the Columbus, Mississippi radar. I can see a re-intensification of the tornado as it approaches LaGrange and Grand Junction, Tennessee. So they have approximately 6 to 7 minutes in those two towns to uh, get into shelter to be safe. Hopefully, if they have we should just go through all the precautionary actions you should take again.
All right, thank you, Andy. This is unbelievable. This is a terrible, terrible time to lose that radar in Memphis. But yeah, I mean, here we go. I mean, this is coming into LaGrange. We don't know the fine details here, but let's assume the worst, because that's probably what's happening here as it comes up into LaGrange. LaGrange is not a huge town, so that's actually a good thing. That means it's going to be easier to miss, right? But there is plenty of stuff over here and structures in the path. So if you're anywhere near LaGrange, including as far west as over here near the community of 45, you got to be underground. Okay, this is not something that you're going to be able to deal with above ground or outside. You got to be in that lowest floor and a sturdy building, brick, well-built building, many walls between you and the outside world as possible. A basement would be great. Otherwise, a closet or pantry, something without glass. That's what you want to be in. And then this is, once again, going to be anywhere between the Grit Sports Academy all the way over towards Woodlawn Plantation. It's going to cross Highway 57 here momentarily, potentially right through the center of LaGrange. If not, though, it could be anywhere between On the Move all the way over to Woodlawn Plantation. Then it's going to continue to parallel up Highway 18, potentially into the greater Grand Junction area, and then between Center Point and Van Buren. Okay, so Highway 18, we can see it coming across here, maybe near Holum Cemetery, and then up towards Center Point Baptist Church. And then as it approaches Van Buren, it could come close to Lake Hardeman Road. So once again, no huge thing. The biggest thing in the way here is LaGrange. Let's really hope LaGrange gets spared here, because once again, there's another period of time where it's going to have some space. You know what I'm saying? To kind of hit nothing. And then the next area that we've got to be really concerned about is the greater Bolivar area and Hebron. If this goes that far, you guys aren't under a warning right now, but I'm thinking ahead of time. This thing looks like it could go the long haul. It looks like it could be a long track tornado. So just in case, we need to start thinking about that in Van Buren, Bolivar, Sugar Hill, Hebron, and the Grand Valley Lakes area here to the east of Van Buren. All right, let's hope it doesn't make it that far, though. LaGrange is potentially taking a direct hit right now from this tornado. So that's what's happening here. Grand Junction, whenever I say LaGrange, we're also talking about the greater Grand Junction area. It's larger. Everybody from between LaGrange and Grand Junction needs to be sheltered here. Anywhere between the LaGrange Presbyterian Church and the Zion Temple Community Church, anywhere in there could be where the tornado is. And in fact, it could be about that wide. Like we don't know how big the tornado is now, but it could be a very large tornado that's going to do damage over here to a very large area. So Grand Junction, LaGrange could be taking a direct hit right now. Hopefully everybody got to their safe spots, stays underground. This is once again going to continue to go up towards Center Point and Van Buren. So I haven't heard anything yet, but one of the somewhere around LaGrange or Grand Junction, we're going to start getting big time damage reports out of here soon. Okay, Memphis radar's back. I got scanned from 3 minutes ago, and yeah, that's just south of LaGrange. So once again, anywhere from 45 all the way over to Salisbury. Salisbury needs to be in their safe spots, and then as far northeast as Center Point and Van Buren. All right, we've got higher resolution data now. This is going, right here in between Grand Junction and LaGrange. We've got to make sure that everybody. Well, honestly, there's nothing we can do now. Like this is happening. This is going through Grand Junction and LaGrange right now. Now we've got to make sure that we're continuing to get the message out there to Van Buren and points north and east, just in case this thing continues any farther down the road. And it looks like it's going to try to. Back up to our PDS tornado warning in Tennessee. Still believe we have a tornado down here approaching Linden. Okay, Linden, this is a dangerous storm. Extremely dangerous storm, actually, coming right towards you. We had a good view of the, I think what was actually the tornado through the Tennessee Valley weather camera there to your west or to your east. To your south, sorry, but now it's kind of left the view. But I'm just going to assume that this is still out there. I don't know if we're already watching this one, Tanner, but I'm suggesting another one. This one's in the path of that Tennessee tornado. All right. So that's what we're doing there. PDS tornado warning, by the way, goes on for another 5 minutes. We'll see. I think they're going to reissue this warning for Linden. I think Linden, you need to stay in your safe spots. Pleasantville is potential tornadoes coming into Linden here soon. We got to get you in your shelters. We no longer have a we no longer have a tornado emergency with our storm that's going through LaGrange and Grand Junction right now. And we're also seemingly back to getting delayed radar updates from Memphis. I'm 5 minutes behind here. But it seems like the biggest part of the rotation is now moved off to the east and northeast of LaGrange. Let's assume that anyways. Now we're waiting on reports. Oh gosh, sorry, Tanner. Heads up, Tanner. Turn that. Do you know how to turn that down?
A new PDS tornado warning has been issued.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. All right, so a new PDS tornado warning has been issued. We've got a video here from Selmer that I want to show. This is just to kind of keep you updated and give you an idea of what kind of tornadoes we're dealing with. Jenny Borden sent this, and I believe they were listening to our stream.
Gosh, y'all. Another couple new tornado warnings we need to go fly to real quick. Up here in Kentucky, Georgetown. I'm sorry, this is Ohio. Sorry. Georgetown is under a tornado warning.
Wait a second. Is that what? It's hard to tell what we're looking at here, but I think that was that's our big tornado that we had down there in Selmer. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Ryan. As we watch the second town get essentially hit dead on here in Tennessee, it's well, I mean, there's nothing we can do now, but except for just resonate the presence of the Yaw Squad. Undoubtedly,
A new
we will
PDS
have
tornado
deployments
warning has been
to
issued.
some of these towns in Tennessee that were just directly impacted. So just make sure you guys are thinking about the Yaw Squad if you're able and would like to make a contribution to these towns. I'm almost positive we will be, delivering aid there. So thank you for considering.
Yeah, thank you, Andy. Absolutely. There's a 100% guarantee that we're
A new
going to
tornado
be in
warning
multiple
has been
towns
issued.
over the next for the foreseeable future. I don't know how long this will take, but the Y'all Squad will be showing up here. So yeah, keep that in mind. For now, let's relay this newest PDS tornado warning. This is this is not stopping. I mean, this thing is still going. We got a PDS tornado warning that goes into Selmer again. Selmer, Tennessee is under another PDS tornado warning. Bethel Springs and areas to the west. We're talking about Van Buren. We're talking about Hornsby. We're talking about Masseyville, Bethel Springs, and Selmer. Chester, Fayette, Hardeman, and McNairy counties in Tennessee are in the danger zone here. This thing's still rotating like a top. And it's going to, if it's not still producing a tornado right now, which we believe that it is, it can very quickly produce a new one as it goes on up to the north and east. So, yeah, definitely a big time major tornado going on here. And we just got to keep watching it as it goes off from multiple different radar sites, because I'm having trouble with the Memphis one still. But yeah, Van Buren, Middleton, Hornsby, get ready, take shelter now. Most immediately, Van Buren and Rogers Springs. That's where we're most concerned about what's going on. I do want to go back and check in on the PDS tornado warning for Hickman, Lewis, and Perry counties in Tennessee. Linden, I hate the daggone radar holes, but there could be a tornado impacting the Bethel and Linden areas of Tennessee right now. So hopefully everybody got that message. We've been talking about Linden and Bethel. Now we're talking about Pleasantville. All right. If this continues to be a big tornado as it goes off to the north and east, it's going to go to Pleasantville. Pleasantville Tower, is that a camera that we have up? Yeah, we've got the Pleasantville Tower camera up. Access has cams. Number 2 looks like that one might be down, but we've got several different ways to see this. Centerville is one of them. I'll suggest that one as well. So once again, it looks like Linden might be getting hit by a tornado right now. Pleasantville, you got to take shelter. Beardstown, Beaver Dam Springs, Whitfield, and Centerville. Please take shelter if you haven't already. By the way, guys, we've got one other tornado warning. I really want to quickly go look at this because we're spending all of our time down here in Tennessee because that's where all of the tornado warnings are. There's one other one that's going to be up here for Coshocton and Tuscarawas County in Ohio. That's going to go on for 29 minutes. Get in your safe spot. Stay there for 29 minutes. You should be fine. Andy, go ahead.
Ryan, I just wanted to say that the new PDS warning that just went through Grand Junction includes Selmer in Tennessee here in McNairy County, so it's likely that all of the emergency management responses in Selmer are going to be halted as this warning includes them, and it is of a PDS variety. So we should also focus on relaying information to any emergency management crews who might be listening in the area of McNairy County or are on the way, so that we can get exact pathing for them as they focus on their work to make sure that the citizens are cared for in that town.
All right. Thank you, Andy. Yeah, we've got to spread the word there. I got a live camera in downtown Linden, and it's the craziest thing. It's like nothing's even happening there. That's another thing. It's a very telling of how off our our view of the radar might be as far as like the exact placement of that couplet. But we're very close to Linden getting impacted by the storm. So keep that in mind as Chestnut Grove and Pleasantville, as you guys are also in the path here. We're going to keep an eye on that Linden area. Yeah, keep that in mind. Whitfield, Buffalo, and Centerville, you guys are in the path as well. Let's go over here to Chester, Fayette, and Hardeman counties. This is where we continue to have that PDS tornado warning. For Selmer, once again, Rose Creek, Woodville, Pine Top, and Palestine. We've got to watch the Bolivar camera here as the storm is coming up towards the areas just east of Bolivar. Big time debris signature still on this storm down here. Let's check it out. Let's see exactly where this is. It's over a bunch of nothing right now. Tornado is near the Spring Creek Cemetery. It's about to cross Van Buren Road. All right, and then it's going to go up towards Grand Valley Lakes.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
So, honestly, nothing. There's not a lot of stuff between where it is right now and probably Hornsby. Actually, I take that back. The S&S Country Store. The S&S Country Store is in the path of this storm on Highway 125 there. If it gets past that, it's going to go up towards Hornsby. So get ready in Hornsby. You guys are in a very dangerous spot here. Okay, looks like we're starting to see some stuff in Linden. This is this is a very dangerous spot to be in here in Linden. Hopefully everybody's in their safe spots. We also could very easily have a near miss happening here. And that's what we can hope for in Linden. But somebody around Linden just got hit by a tornado. I'm almost certain of it. We've got crazy velocity signature over here, PDS tornado warning, and next in line we're talking about potentially Beardstown, Whitfield, and Goodrich. So this definitely, if this is if this is showing us how it looks to me like if this missed Linden, maybe it missed it to the north. So that means that the velocity couplet's more in line with Whitfield and Nunnally. So Nunnally takes shelter. Hickman, Lewis, Perry counties in Tennessee. Very dangerous situation that you're in right now. And then the storm down here near Van Buren just keeps looking more and more intense. Let's go ahead and put the Linden camera. Let's put either Access 2 or Tennessee Valley Weather number 5 and 1, and then we'll keep an eye on those that Linden camera as well. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Ryan, there's a non-zero chance that we see a sort of hybrid spin-up tornado and supercellular tornado approaching Nashville from the west. We got a little bit of some velocity coming together, and you can see that structure of the hook extending down there east of Kingston Springs. Non-zero chance that comes together, forms a better hook here, and prompts a tornado warning for Davidson County and much of the Nashville metro, especially downtown and areas just north along the I-65 and 24 junction.
Thank you, Andy. Nashville, y'all watch out. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning in Nashville now, but there's also a rotating part of the storm on the northwest side of Bellevue coming up into southwest Nashville. So Nashville, you might get a tornado warning here soon, specifically for Richland, Cockrill, Bend. And there's Andy's Y'all Watch. You can see the polygon there. Includes all of Nashville. Get ready to get to shelter. We've got medium confidence that we're going to get a tornado warning here at some point for you. So yeah, get into that. Get ready to get into the lowest, most interior floor, and most interior room with as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. No warning yet for Nashville, but we think it might be coming. Y'all watch out. Additionally, there is a warning in Ohio we should inspect, as there was a new warning issued for Jackson, Ohio, Wellston. This is up here for the next 22 minutes. Stay in your safe spot. You should be fine as the storm goes by. It's going to be a strong storm with damaging winds potentially and a potential tornado, but get in that safe spot. and we'll for about 22 minutes, and I think you'll be fine up there in Ohio. We got to go back down to Tennessee. I mean, it feels like these things are moving in slow motion, or it's just it's where we're getting infrequent radar updates or something here. But Hornsby, you guys are in the path of an extremely dangerous storm. So hopefully we've done a good job of getting the word out about this out here. Look, right now that tornado is somewhere near Lakeview Estates. And it could be right in the middle of it, and that would mean it's doing significant damage out here. This is what Lakeview Estates looks like, and we've called this out several times. Some houses all around this lake. Grand Valley Estates, I think is what it's called actually. Yeah, Grand Valley Lake and Grand Valley Estates. Hopefully that this didn't go right over this area, because we've got the BH Grill. Certainly we've got a place where there's RVs and campers and stuff. Issued. So big time recreational lake area and residential lake area, it seems like tornado just went through. Ohio's got another tornado warning. This is Portsmouth again. Get ready out there in, Adams and Scioto counties. This is Shawnee State Forest. Big time velocity couplet popping up there. Could be a tornado coming for you in Dry Run and West Portsmouth. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Ryan, latest on the Nashville bound storm looks much less conducive for a tornado warning. Hopefully it stays that way. Our original area of concern has been essentially fallen apart here. So still watching it, but not expecting a tornado warning at this point in Nashville.
All right. Thank you, Andy. Nashville, y'all still, I would definitely still be on my toes and ready to go just in case, but there's certainly going to be a strong storm capable of producing 60-mile-per-hour winds and 1-inch hail. What tornado are we seeing here? Is this a tornado? Like, you guys see that, right? Or is it? This is in Florence, Alabama. There's no way. Clifton, Tennessee. If you pull that out and back in, like if you pull that into monitoring and then back in the output, does that fix the name? Oh, the one that I've got pulled up says Florence, Alabama in slot number 2. Yeah, we're seeing something here on these Hascams. We're trying to see if we've got a location bug with our naming system. Yeah, slot number 2. Send it to monitoring. Okay, that's Hohenwald, Tennessee. Okay, so go ahead, Andy. Yeah, go ahead.
Ryan, I'm looking at that same storm, Hohenwald, Kimmins into Centerville from FWLX radar. I'm not the best at reading the correlation coefficient on this X-band, but I do see lowered values that sort of roughly correspond with lowered reflectivity, so I'm not 100% sure that we're scanning the tornado here west of Kimmins, but it's possible we could be. This is looking at the storm 600 feet aloft, so we would have a really good idea if that were a debris signature. Not 100% on that, but I'll keep you updated.
Okay. Thank you, Andy. We're seeing what we believe is the tornado here. We've got several cameras pointed at this thing. It does look like we can say that this is on the ground, but obviously it's hard to tell. Even with all these cameras, it's really hard to tell exactly what we're looking at here at night with the rain and all that stuff. So I'm suggesting a few more cameras back there so we can keep an eye on all of them. But yeah, the reason why the cameras are important, y'all, is because we don't have a lot of radar coverage right in here. So if we can see something through one of these cameras, that'll help us tell the story there. Yeah, that's definitely it. Holy smokes, y'all. Big time tornado here between Beaver Dam Springs, Pleasantville, coming up towards Centerville. By the way, this one, back room, this one's like right in the path. I know we can't see anything, but monitor it. Like that camera literally might be hit by the tornado at some point. And then same thing for this one. That one we actually have a view of, though. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Ryan, I hate to do this, but I'm looking at Slayden, Mississippi from the GWX radar. Further up, I see a side-lobed but somewhat strong mesocyclone
A
with
new
the
tornado
storm
warning
in
has been
Slayden,
issued.
Mississippi. No tornado warning on it yet. This would pass west of Grand Junction near LaGrange and in between LaGrange and Moscow. If it does become tornadic, I'll have my eye on that and issue a yell watch for it.
Okay, thank you, Andy. They did just issue a severe thunderstorm warning for that. I believe that's the same storm with a tornado possible tag. So they're watching that as well. So we're going to keep an eye on this for you over here between Moscow and LaGrange. That's moving up towards Hickory Valley. Get ready to take shelter, as there might be a tornado warning here soon as well. And then we are continuing to be concerned about the tornadic circulation and the tornado that's going to the south and east of Bolivar, moving over towards Hornsby and Masseyville and Bethel Springs. Again, Selmer, you're under this PDS tornado warning, so keep that in mind. And unfortunately, I don't know who's going to be able to be listening to me right now in Selmer. I don't know if they even know to listen. But if there's anybody that's listening to me right now that can get to Selmer and tell these people, that what's going on down there, that would be good. I really do hope that this is going to go farther west this time. We don't want to go too much off of hope. But Selmer, you are under that PDS tornado warning. And like Andy said earlier, there might be some delays in the response that would normally be coming out there. There is a new tornado warning in Kentucky. This is for Boyle, Casey, Girard, Lincoln, and Madison counties. We do have some rotation back here near Hudsonville and McKinney. This is moving towards Stanford and Berea. Berea, Kentucky, take shelter. We've got a potential tornado coming together here. Otherwise, a strong storm capable of producing straight line damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. Nashville, you're under that severe thunderstorm warning. Get ready for 60 mile per hour winds and 1-inch hail. And then that... the storm over here that's past Pleasantville is it's so eerie to watch. Like we know that it's out there and we've got these little glimpses of it. Go ahead, Andy.
Ryan, adding some scientific basis to the analysis of the new Slayden, Mississippi storm. Looks like it will take a track almost identical to this last one that went through the Grand Junction area. Right now, it does not have low-level rotation present. You can see from the Memphis radar, there's actually that outflow boundary in front of it. However, if you watch the storm progression, you can see that bottom hook beginning to swing forward toward that outflow boundary. If it catches up with that and starts to ingest it, that means warm air is reaching the storm at the surface, which is how we get a tornado. So watching the radar trend closely here while we still have good data, only a couple thousand feet above the surface. If that is the trend that it takes, then I would see it going tornado warn. If it stays behind that outflow boundary that we can trace on radar, then it will not become tornadic, hopefully. It will have a much lower chance at doing so. So right now, it is not quite tornadic. The upper levels show that it has the tendency to do it if it can clear that inflow right at the base of the storm.
Thank you, Andy. So y'all watch out in LaGrange, Michigan City,
a new tornado
Salisbury.
warning has been issued.
We did just get a new tornado warning in Kentucky for Bath, Fleming, Montgomery, and Rowan counties. Decent area of rotation coming together right here between East Union and Sharpsburg. That's going to move up towards Tilton Hillsboro, Poplar Plains, and Flemingsburg over the next several minutes. Stay in that safe space, that safe spot for the next
PDS
12 minutes
tornado
at
warning
least.
has been issued.
We'll let you know when it's time to come out. PDS tornado warning back here in Tennessee. This is they've extended this all the way out into Dickson County, Hickman County, Maury County, and Williamson County in Tennessee. This is for Centerville now, Nunnally, Little Lot, Prim Springs, Bon Aqua Junction, Fairview, and Fernvale and Dotson. A dangerous storm with a large tornadoes on the ground here, moving into Centerville. So take shelter and get ready. Now we have a PDS tornado warning for all of these places, and it's getting a little bit more populated. So now there's this one, unlike the other one, has plenty of stuff to hit, and if this stays on the ground, this one will do a significant amount of damage as it goes across these areas. At this very moment, it's in a pretty rural spot, but once it gets up there towards Centerville, there's going to be a continued path of homes and businesses for it to interact with on its approach to
A new tornado warning has been
Bon
issued.
Aqua Junction and Fernville. New tornado warning in Kentucky. This is going to be the rest of Bourbon County or Nicholas County. So Bath, Fleming, Montgomery, you guys are under a tornado warning. Get ready out there in Hillsboro, Tilton, and Flemingsburg, okay? Take shelter for 10 minutes. That's how long the warning lasts. We'll see if they expand that or extend it. But that's what we're dealing with right now. Take shelter. Berea, checking back in on you. Danville, just south of Danville, there's some rotation. There's some rotation near Stanford, moving over towards Berea. So take shelter. This is going to be for 40 minutes. We want you in your safe spot in Berea. Nothing confirmed. Nothing confirmed right now. What we know is we've got a strong line of storms with some very strong winds and a little bit of rotation here. Put those things together, that can easily lead to a tornado. So that's why we're telling you to have a heads up situation over here in Berea and take shelter. Additionally, now we have a new considerable severe thunderstorm warning for Lexington. So Lexington, you're another one of those places tonight that's just going to get hit over and over again. Get ready for flash flooding. That's going to be a problem too soon. Go ahead, Andy.
Yeah, Ryan, those considerable severe thunderstorm warnings should not be taken lightly. As an example, there is a report, I've never seen this before,
A new
on
tornado
GR2,
warning
but
has
there's
been
a report
issued.
on South Nashville of a person struck by lightning in Green Hills, Tennessee there. So that is outside of all of the storms. You can see these storms can put down lightning strikes cloud to ground all around them, and monitoring the tendency for them to do that will tell you a very good chance
A
of
new
where
tornado
these
warning
storms are
has been
likely to put
issued.
down lightning strikes. So I've never seen a report of a person struck by lightning before show up on GR2, but that's just to, we need to iterate that staying inside during a thunderstorm is, of course, one of the most important and basic survival things that we can do in these situations instead of trying to go out and see them.
Absolutely. Thank you, Andy. Oh, we got a new tornado warning in Ohio, way up yonder into Coshocton, Guernsey, Harrison, Muskingum, and Tuscarawas County in Ohio. These counties over here on the eastern side of Ohio are some of the most uniquely named ones. But anyways, we do have a significant severe thunderstorm warning coming through with 60 mile per hour winds, maybe quarter size hail. Now also we've got a potential tornado on the roster as well. So if you're in Kimballton, Birmingham, and Freeport in any of these counties in Ohio, take shelter now. Just to the south of that, for Albany and Athens, Ohio, we do have a tornado warning down here as well. We've got Athens, Gallia, Jackson, Megas, and Benton counties in the path of a dangerous storm that is capable of producing a tornado. Take shelter now in Athens, Ohio. Portsmouth, Ohio, your tornado warning expires in 7 minutes. Okay, so if you've made it this far, We've got 7 more minutes of this, and you can come out. Unfortunately, Portsmouth. I want to be very clear about something here. Portsmouth, Athens, actually probably more so Portsmouth, Lexington, back down towards Nashville. This is not going to end anytime soon for you guys. This is very slowly, coming to a screeching halt. This line, and I'm telling y'all, there's going to be a point here where this line that's going east across the Kentucky and Tennessee is going to literally stop, and then it's going to start going backwards. All right. Essentially, that's what's going to be happening as our major flooding situation develops. So don't get too comfortable. After these warnings are over, we are going to have several more storms tonight, and what might end up being the biggest problem for some of these communities is the dangerous flash flooding. So let's go back down to our PDS tornado warning in Chester, Hardeman, and McNairy counties in Tennessee. This is coming across Highway 64 right now, over towards Masseyville and Bethel Springs. We still believe we've got a damaging tornado on the ground crossing Highway 64 near Hornsby right now. Please take shelter in Chester, Hardeman, and McNairy counties. Also, Andy's Y'all Watch here. We're continuing to watch LaGrange. Nothing coming together yet enough to promote a tornado warning, but it's not going to take much here to get this to wrap up as it goes over Michigan City, over towards Salisbury. Up here farther to the north, it's Centerville. Centerville is going to be one of the more dangerous places to be right now, as it does look like Centerville might be trying to take a hit from a tornado. Here's Centerville, the camera.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we're going to see that come right at us, ain't we? God, what a monster of a storm, y'all. And this, I think what we're looking at there, that's the base of the storm. That's the part where there's the tornado would be under there. That's going to come right towards the camera here. So we're going to be able to see the tornado if it's down, which we believe it is, as it comes into Centerville. That is a monster, y'all. So, yeah. So that's what's coming towards you out there in Centerville, Fairfield, Graytown, also Bonacqua Junction, Little Rock Mills, Grove, Tidewell, Daughtry Estates, and Fairview. Oh my gosh, you can see the town lights reflecting off of the massive wall cloud there. An unbelievably unsettling view there from the Centerville camera. I should point out that Nashville, you're one of these places that it's not going to stop tonight. Like the storms are coming through right now. You're going to have one more. This storm down here that's producing the images you see above my head is probably eventually going to impact the Nashville area. And then the one behind that is probably also going to impact the Nashville area. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like it's coming to a stop. This line is about to stop. And we're going to have several rounds of storms over here. Wow. We're back up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 tornado warnings.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
13. New tornado warning in Bath and Fleming counties in Kentucky. Flemingsburg, take shelter. Tilton, Poplar Plains, Wallingford. You're under that tornado warning now. I want to check in on our friends over here in Berea. This is for Buggytown, Kirksville, Berea, Big Hill, and Winston. We've got to have you guys in your safe spots over here. It is not necessarily as dire of a situation as what we're seeing back there in Tennessee, but out of all the warnings up here north of Tennessee, this one is the one that's catching my eye a little bit more than others, as we do have a very visible area of rotation that we can at least see here, and that is coming towards Berea. So hopefully everybody in Berea is in their safe spots. A new tornado warning was just issued in Mississippi and Tennessee, and that's for our storm that's coming back into LaGrange. That's for our storm that's coming back up into Salisbury and Van Buren, Middleton. Get ready. It's trying to come together here right around Michigan City. So Grand Junction, you're under this tornado warning again. Salisbury, Van Buren, pretty much all these places that Andy was just talking about, back in the line of fire. Get to shelter. We've got some places that are damaged out here. Hopefully these people know, like in Grand Junction, even if we don't see the actual tornadic part of the storm go through Grand Junction and LaGrange, lemon-sized hail is about to fall in some of these areas that just got hit by a very strong tornado, and that is obviously going to severely hurt the search and rescue operations that may or may not be going on right now out here. So unbelievably terrible situation unfolding for the people of Benton, Fayette, and Hardeman counties in Tennessee. Daggone. All right. Parkersburg, West Virginia, you guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning now. Get ready for 70-mile-per-hour winds from Marietta down to Point Pleasant. This is working into West Virginia now. The northern part of this line is moving. I want to make that clear. The farther north you go on this line, we've actually got some speed on these storms, and they're not going to stall out quite in the same way as they are to the south. You see how fast these are moving to the east. We do have a tornado warning up here for Coshocton and Guernsey counties in Ohio for the next 15 minutes. But we have a much larger severe thunderstorm warning that goes all the way out to about Youngstown, all the way down towards Woodsfield. These storms are moving, and this line of damaging winds might make it all the way over to Pittsburgh tonight before trying to fall apart. In fact, we expected it to already be weaker than it is right now. So I have no doubt in my mind that it could potentially make it over there to Pittsburgh. But notice how when I come down here to Kentucky, right? And if I play the animation here, you can see that things aren't moving as far east, mostly because we've got these kind of forward and backward dips in the line. So, if you get hit by a storm right here, there's another one behind it. But get ready now in Bath, Estill, Fleming, Jackson, Laurel, Lee, Menifee, Montgomery, Morgan, Owsley, Powell, Pulaski, Rockcastle, Rowan, and Wolfe counties in Kentucky. This is coming. This another one of these storms where it's getting close to the weather house over here. We've got a very strong a storm coming into eastern Kentucky now with 60-mile-per-hour winds, and they do have that tornado possible tag on them there. So that means that tornado circulations could be possible as the severe thunderstorm goes through. Tornado warning in Ohio. Man, these things are still spinning over here. This is not supposed to be happening. Vinton, Rio Grande, Lakin, Middleport, Rutland. Take shelter. We've got a tornado warning for Jackson, Gallia, Megas, and Mason counties. Very dangerous storm over here. All right, back down to Middle Tennessee. Centerville. Our tower camera is still standing. As far as we can tell. So that's good news, I guess. But go ahead.
Warning has been issued.
Andy, sorry.
It's okay, Ryan. I just wanted to say that not everything is set in stone, of course. The tornado warnings up in the Pittsburgh National Weather Service office area are in less than 100 joules per kilogram of CAPE, where we usually are looking for 2,000, 2,500, like our warnings down here on the Mississippi-Tennessee state line and heading up towards the southwestern portion of Nashville. metro. So not you don't have to you have to look at more than one thing to be able to diagnose the potential of these events as they are ongoing, and actually say, hey, this can produce a tornado still, even though there are no thermodynamics supporting it, but rather it's purely driven by the dynamics of the system, which are the winds as they change with height, and around the storm as they're influenced by the storm. So that's just another thing to add to the complexities of a forecast, and why the work that the National Weather Service does is so important, and why we're able to sort of demonstrate to you what exactly is going into these decisions, such that you take them seriously, since they're rooted in scientific basis. So hopefully that helps give you a much better respect for the sort of work that's going on into this presentation, and the origin of our ability to do this presentation off the work of the National Weather Service.
Absolutely. Thank you, meteorologist Andy Hill. Coming back down here to LaGrange, and our tornado warning now, which is has radar indicated rotation. All right, so we don't know for sure if there's a tornado down with this, but we're going to assume that there might be. We just had the hail core with, once again, lemon-sized hail go over the tornado damage path, I believe, of the tornado that just went through here. Now that's going to move up towards Van Buren. We've got a rotating part of the storm up here northeast of Michigan City, moving up towards Salisbury. So everybody up there needs to take shelter. This storm up here near Bethel Springs is also radar indicated rotation now. So we don't any longer have a confirmed tornado with either of these storms here, but Masseyville's receiving lemon-sized hail as that moves off to the north. This warning, the one up here in Dickson, Hickman, and Maury counties, this remains a PDS tornado warning. So we still believe that we have a tornado down on the ground here north of Little Lot, and moving into Little Rock Mills as it goes over towards Grove, Craighead, and Daughtry Estates. We need everybody over here in Dickson, Hickman, Maury, and Williamson counties in Tennessee to be sheltered still for the next 25 minutes. We got a significant storm still capable of doing significant damage here. They've just expanded our radar-indicated tornado warning way out into Chester, Decatur, Hardeman, Hardin, Henderson, and McNairy counties in Tennessee. Masseyville, the storm that's back there towards Masseyville, is now going to move up towards Enville, Finger, Sweet Lips, Sardy, Cedar Grove, Liberty, and Decaturville and Perryville. And on its trajectory, it's going to drop tennis ball size hail and potentially a tornado, specifically in the near future near Bethel Springs, 40 Forks, Beauty Hill, and Leapwood. We've gotten a couple new tornado warnings. They keep happening here. We're filling the gap here south and east of Portsmouth. So now Franklin Furnace, you're included in that tornado warning up here between Portsmouth and Lawrence. And we've got a tornado warning popping out here for Estill, Jackson, Lee, and Rockcastle counties. So now this goes past Berea. So we've got a strong storm, rotating storm coming through Berea now. Get ready for those 60-mile-per-hour winds and hail in Berea. Also, make sure you're sheltered, as there is a chance that there's a tornado. Once that gets past you, we believe the tornado possibilities could continue into Irvine, Witt, Sand Gap, and Willow Shoals. Okay? Take shelter out there. Plumb up into southeast Ohio. We continue to have a tornado warning for the next 8 minutes for Harrison and Tuscarawas counties in Ohio. Make sure you're in your safe spots, but hopefully they'll allow that one to expire. 8 minutes left on this tornado warning as well for Albany and Athens in Ohio. Hopefully they let that one expire too. And then we've got 23 minutes left on our tornado warning for Middleport over here along the border of Ohio and West Virginia. We've got 23 minutes left also on the Wurtland, Ironton, Lawrence, Ohio tornado warning as well. That's really close to Ashland, Kentucky, and Ironton, Ohio, Huntington, West Virginia, that tri-state area. We've got a significant storm moving in here, but the tornadic part right now is up there closer to Ironton, Wurtland, and Lawrence. Ashland, you guys have got many more storms on the way, though. So it'll be your turn sooner rather than later. So that's what we've got going on. Let's check out Nashville again. Downtown Nashville, you're about to get another round. We had one round of hail and wind come through. Now on the northwest side, we're going to have another round of hail and wind come through over the next 22 minutes. We're talking about 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds.
New information. This tornado warning has been upgraded.
Necessarily tornadic with these storms just yet, but we are continuing to watch this one as it comes up towards the greater Nashville area. That might cause some problems. All right, we got a new PDS tornado warning. They went ahead and re-upgraded this as it looks like it's coming back together here near Bethel Springs. Once again, this is the exact same area that we were talking about earlier between Selmer, Bethel Springs, just a little bit farther to the north. We've got another big tornado coming together here between 40 Forks and Beauty Hill. We got to take shelter out here if we are in Leapwood, Enville, Milledgeville, Morris Chapel, again, Lebanon, Hinkle, Sardie, Liberty, Lick, Skillet, Pleasant Hill, and Haney, all the way up towards Decaturville. Sardis, okay. I got you. Sardis is in the path there. This is a nasty storm, y'all. It's got that big tornado on it, and then it's also got a very significant hail core. 2.5-inch hail coming up into the greater Chester, Decatur, Hardin, Henderson, and McNairy County areas. Shoot, man. We need I think it's time to consider getting a new radar site down here near Savannah or Bethel Springs or somewhere around this part of Tennessee. We always end up needing it. Parsons, Decaturville, you guys are in the path there. Henderson, do we have City of Henderson Fire Department? Okay, yeah, well, this is a live view of the fire department here. So what we're looking at is the rain that's fallen there is from the updraft. So the tornado is responsible for the moisture that's gotten way up in the cloud that is now falling down as rain down here in Henderson Fire Department. And also we're looking down into the forward flank. So we're looking through a ton of hail and rain. We're not going to be able to see the tornado from this angle, but we're just literally going to see the power of the storm as it gets closer to Henderson. Enville, you guys are in the path as well. Holy smokes. The one back here near Salisbury is looking more intense. Gosh, dude, are you kidding me? It's a nightmare, y'all. This is an absolute nightmare. My God, dude. Here's a picture from Senatobia. Senatobia, Mississippi, Waverly Circle. Thank you, Will, for sending that. Unfortunately, significant damage out here. Who knows? Who knows how many people are homeless right now? Who knows how many people we've lost? Just an unbelievably terrible situation going on right now. We've got another potentially big tornado forming right over Salisbury. Salisbury, Rogers Springs, Middleton, all these places in Fayette and Hardeman counties in Tennessee. We've got to get these people underground into their safe spots, lowest floor, interior room, as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. All right. So Bryce Shelton is in the general vicinity of this tornado. Notice all the leaves on the road here. We've got debris here, likely from the general strong winds that came through with the forward flank. Also, potentially tornado debris carried through the storm. Just interesting to point out there that Bryce is really close to the Salisbury tornado here. We're seeing debris on the road. Let's see. The PDS tornado warning is continuing.
Hey Ryan, it's Bryce. We are just south of Grand Junction on Highway 18 where that most recent circulation just passed through, and we have quite a bit of tree debris where it just came through here on the roadway. Completely blocked.
Okay, yeah, so he's completely blocked off. We got an update on his location, so he's trying to get through into Grand Junction, and he can't. He's blocked. So that's what's going on there with Bryce Shelton. So that's definitely the tornado damage that we're seeing there. Now, I don't know if that's from this one, right? Or the other one. We've had 2 tornadoes go through here, essentially. Could come from either one, to be honest with you. But yeah, Salisbury, Rogers Springs, all the way up towards the Middleton. Stay in your safe spots. Unfortunately, we've got another really unfortunate situation setting up for our friends in Enville and Milledgeville. This looks like our tornado over here. We could probably let's put Bryce in 1 for a minute. Once again, our friends in Enville and Morris Chapel, really beefy looking velocity couplet setting up here. Potentially another big tornado coming together here between Finger and Purdy. PDS tornado warning continues for an hour. So we've got to stay in our safe spots in Enville, Sardis, Liberty, Saltillo, Cedar Grove, all the way over to Mount Carmel and Decaturville for the next hour. Here's a photo of the giant tornado as it approached the Selmer area earlier. This was somebody that was watching our stream. This is a screen cap from their phone, and I can't tell what we're looking at here. I know we've got a big tornado. I don't know what this is, but just another terrifying view of the kinds of tornadoes that we're seeing tonight. Just to, hopefully make people take this seriously. Go ahead, Andy.
Hey, Ryan, just the latest on the storm that's approaching the southern Memphis metro on a track towards Forest Hills, Brentwood, and those areas on the southern southeast side of the metro. I am watching the TBNA terminal radar here, which gives me a minute-by-minute update, and I don't see a velocity couplet on this. I'm imagining National Weather Service, not Nashville, here is going through a tough decision on how to warn this storm in these very populated areas. I would trend toward a severe thunderstorm warning with tornado possible tag right now. I don't think I would issue a tornado warning for this storm, just looking at it from the terminal radar. So we're seeing somewhat lower in the storm and with frequent updates. So I think we're going to see that first. But I wouldn't be surprised if parts of the Nashville metro do get a tornado warning just as a precautionary measure. So be ready for that.
All right. Thank you, Andy. We do have, once again, we're pretty confident also that we have a tornado on the ground here between Finger and Enville. So I just want to remind everybody once again, Enville, Leapwood, Mount Zion, Milledgeville, tornado on the ground, big time doing damage, take shelter immediately. Nashville, checking out you guys over here. We're obviously, Andy, we're talking about this, we're watching this. How's this going to impact you? But in the now, there is also another just generally severe thunderstorm going through Goodlettsville, Hendersonville, Shackle Island, up towards Gallatin. This is bringing about quarter size hail and 60 mile per hour winds. So that's a thing of its own. We're going to get a little bit of a break, and then we have to deal with this. These storms are going to be coming up into the Nashville area. We don't know how they're going to behave once they get there. We don't know how they're going to interact with the environment. We'll walk you through this step by step as we now cast it, and we're not going to sit here and try to forecast it as we go forward. So that's what's going on with all those warnings in Tennessee. Now, we continue to have a couple warnings in Ohio. Here's your warning in Gallia County, Ohio. That's going to be allowed to expire in about 10 minutes. The rotation is less than what it was earlier. There's a little bit more rotation with the storm down here coming into Lawrence in Greenup County, Kentucky, and then coming into Lawrence County, Ohio. So we might see this one stick around, but at least for 12 minutes, we're gonna have this one continue. Take shelter if you're up there in Greenup County, Kentucky, Gallia County, Ohio, Lawrence County, Ohio. Back down to Kentucky. 12 minutes left on this warning east of Berea. By the way, the biggest part of the storm is now past Berea. You had a loud storm come through. Winds are still probably blowing pretty hard, but give it another 5-10 minutes and you should be all right in Berea. Now we're concerned about Witt, Winston, Sand Gap, Irvine, over towards Willow Shoals. You're under a tornado warning. Take shelter now. So that's what's going on up there. We're just really, all eyes are on this storm. And we're waiting on what the National Weather Service is planning on doing here, as they will likely issue a tornado warning for Nashville, at least for Bellevue here soon. Maybe, like Andy said, though, maybe a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag. We'll see. Once again, tornado likely ongoing down here between Leafwood and Milledgeville. Please take shelter if you haven't yet, all the way up there towards Decaturville. All right, if you're just now tuning in, we are approaching our 15th consecutive hour of live streaming here. We've been going for, once again, 15 hours. We are going to continue to track these storms for a while. At some point, though, we are human. We're going to have to take a break, because we do have to come back. This is not over tonight. This is going to keep going, and we've got an enhanced risk of severe weather tomorrow. Okay. We'll be here for that. We've got a tornado threat that's going to impact lots more people in Arkansas, back in the southwestern portions of Tennessee again. And then that's not it. We're also going to be back again on Friday. Enhanced risk right over Arkansas. Another rare day 3, 10%. I'm sorry, that's day 2, 10% hatched. But we've got a day 3 enhanced risk down here in Louisiana and Arkansas. More severe weather up into the Ohio River Valley. Guys, I'm not kidding. That's not it. Saturday, we will likely be back again as more severe weather is on the table, and potentially even Sunday. Unprecedented back-to-back major severe weather events. You don't see stuff like this over here in the south central U.S. very often, I'm telling you that. Hopefully we don't see it again for a very long time. Milledgeville, hunker down. Hopefully you're in your safe spot. Potential tornado coming in within minutes. There you go. We got our tornado warning for Nashville. Now the town of Nashville is under a tornado warning here at 2:35 a.m. Central. Cheatham, Davidson, and Williamson counties in Tennessee now under a tornado warning. Take shelter. We've got, who knows how many people under this warning. About 1 million people are under a tornado warning here with this one warning. Fairview, Kingston Springs, Brentwood, Franklin, Oak Hill, and all of Nashville now under a tornado warning. Yep, this we're going to start seeing a lot of comments here in the chat. The sirens are going off in Nashville. The sirens are going off in Nashville. Good morning. You are under a tornado warning here in Nashville. We do have an area of rotation over here in Fernvale. This storm that's coming into Nashville has caused devastation tonight. All right. Is it going to do so in Nashville? We're hoping not, right? It's losing a little bit of steam. Well, let's hope that continues to be the case, but we're wary about it because we know it's history. We know what this storm is capable of. So especially as this part right here approaches Brentwood, Forest Hills, and areas south of downtown Nashville specifically, we are very concerned about the very real potential that this is going to drop another tornado. I mean, because it's a supercell and it's discrete, and it's April 3rd. And this is what happens when it's April 3rd and you've got a supercell and it's discrete. You know what I'm saying? So take shelter in Brentwood, Point Franklin, Brentwood, all the way up into the B&A Nashville International Airport area. By the way, don't want to leave our PDS tornado warning for too long. We still believe there's a tornado here between Milledgeville and Enville. Hopefully everybody in Milledgeville's in their safe spots. Minutes now, if that tornado's down, minutes before it gets into Milledgeville. All right, so once again, we got a lot of people tuning in from Nashville. I want to go over the situation with you here. Nashville's under a tornado warning. In the immediate future, we're mostly concerned about this part right here: Bellevue, Forest Hills, Brentwood. Okay, all of Nashville's under the tornado warning though. And here are some places that are in the path: the Three Creeks Campground,
A new tornado warning.
Backcountry Campsite 1, Four Corners RV Resort, Nashville RV Resort and Cabins, the Alex Green School, the Battleground Academy, the Brentwood High School, the Centennial High School, Coldwater School, Croft School. All these schools are in the path. Just, and that's in the path of the rotation there. Also, Century Rehabilitation Center, Kemp Orthodontics, Sloan Dental, the Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, all these large medical centers are in the path. Also, the AMC Antioch 8 is in the path. So we got a lot of venues and stuff, just trying to give you an idea of what's mostly in the path here on the south side of Nashville as that rotation comes through. Still got a hook. Still got a supercell. Still got a tornado warning that will last at least for the next 19 minutes out here in Davidson and Williamson counties in Tennessee. Getting more imagery in from Selmer. Complete destruction of some structures over here in Selmer. Looks like high-end tornado damage, certainly in Selmer. Very bad damage in Selmer, y'all. It's not everything that we're hearing is bad. Sorry, I'm just going through some of this. I mean, there's so many pictures and videos that we've been getting in. It's going to take a while to sift through all of them. I'll try to come up with a. If we have time, I don't know when I'm going to do anything. To be honest with you, over the next week, I don't know when I'm going to be able to do anything other than sleep and do this. It's what it looks like right now. But if I have time, I'll try to put together an event summary review thing in the morning and compile some of the photos that you guys have sent me of some of this just incredible damage out here. Apparently, we had a lot of people watching from Selmer. I've seen lots of firsthand videos from folks in Selmer who are watching this stream, and they've sent us stuff on Twitter. If you're just now tuning in, we do have sirens going off in Nashville, right? Tornado warning for all of Nashville. Rotation down here on this storm is still there. All right, so we can't start breathing a sigh of relief just yet. It's still here. It's still capable of producing a tornado near Natchez Hill Estate, moving up towards Picken Acres, Williamson Estates, and Brentwood, south of the downtown Nashville. But even in downtown Nashville, we are under a tornado warning, so we need to be in our tornado safe spots for the next 18 minutes at least. Selmer, by the way, we've been talking a lot about Selmer. It should be noted that Selmer is still under a tornado warning, and we know that we've got, search and rescue going on out there. We've seen all the damage. We've seen, you see all those people walking around with flashlights. These people might not be watching now, right? These people might not be listening. They might not know what's coming. In fact, Selmer, the storms have been so close by all night. The fact that there's lightning and distant thunder and, even close by thunder probably is just, they're numb to it at this point. So there are some people in Selmer that might not know that another storm's coming in. So once again, if there are a couple people who are listening in Selmer right now, help us spread the word to whoever might be out there. It's probably worth taking a little bit of a break, protecting yourselves, just in case. Like the odds of another tornado coming exactly through the same area are low, right? But here we are. Like we've got the thing coming together here as it approaches Selmer. What we don't want is for a bunch of people needing rescued, right? And then all the rescuers come, and now those people need rescued. Now we're really in a bad spot, right? So you are under a tornado warning in Selmer. I would abandon most of the relief or the rescue missions, and I would take shelter just so we know for sure that we can get those people in there to actually help people once this is clear. Porter's Creek, that's where the rotation is now, and it does look like it's coming together significantly here. No tornado warnings in Ohio, West Virginia, or Kentucky right now, by the way. I want you guys to know that I'm not ignoring tornado warnings up here. We are quieting down a little bit with our storms up here. Actually, I'm surprised they don't have a severe thunderstorm warning for Jackson County, Wolfe County here. That looks like it. Oh, there we go. All right, never mind. There it is. Big time severe thunderstorm warning issued for Bath, Estill, Elliott, Jackson, Lee, Menifee, Montgomery, Morgan, Owsley, Powell, Rockcastle, Rowan, and Wolfe counties. Strong winds, maybe up to 60 miles per hour, going to be possible over the next little bit. And that's coming into Morehead first, then West Liberty, then Campton, and Boonville.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning in West Virginia. This is also for portions of Ohio. Biggest town in the path here is going to be Wheeling. Do we have anybody watching from Wheeling, West Virginia right now at 3:46 a.m. EDT? Really? Wow. Okay. Well, there's a tornado warning. You need to get to shelter. Now, this is a real tornado warning. We got to take it seriously, but this is not the same deal that we're dealing with down there in Tennessee. I hate saying that. All tornado warnings should be treated equally, and we should respect them, and we should respect the polygon and stuff. But I know that if you're, let's say you're kind of groggy, you hear the sirens going off in the background, you tune in here and you hear me sitting here talking about how a town's been devastated. We've got leveled buildings, we got people missing, and stuff like that. And then I'm like, oh yeah, also there's also a tornado warning for Wheeling, West Virginia. I feel like it's important for me to communicate the difference. All right. It's a dangerous storm that's coming into Wheeling, and it could be a bad deal for Wheeling and your specific neighborhood, but it's not the same thing that we're talking about down there in Tennessee, okay? Take shelter, get into that most interior hallway or lowest floor interior room, no glass. Stay there for 26 minutes, and you should be fine. Yeah, just there's some more imagery coming in from Selmer, and everything that we look at just continues to look worse. So major devastation in Selmer, Tennessee. By the way, if you want to share things with me, news clips, photos, videos, stuff like that, the best way to do that is going to be over there on Twitter at Ryan Hall Y'all. You can also try Facebook. My handle on Facebook is Ryan Hall Y'all. And you can try email, pics@ryanhallyall.com. Let's go back to Nashville. Storms moving into southwest Nashville now. Let's load up the y'all back there. I know we're probably all ready to go to sleep, but let's load up the camera slots here with the Nashville cameras. We got hundreds of traffic cameras around Nashville. I just want to show the storm as it comes through. Just start around there and work your way around. We're specifically interested in the ones between Brentwood, Oak Hill, and Berry Hill. And then maybe one right there smack dab in the middle. Which you've already got that one. The Nashville IPS, we can leave that one up. So if you're just now tuning in from Nashville, you got the tornado sirens going off. We got a tornado warning for Nashville for the next, at least for the next 8 minutes. There's probably a good chance they'll continue it, but they probably will do a new polygon more focused on this area, which that'll still include Nashville, Berry Hill, Castlegate Estates, and Oak Hill. But I do think that the threat, at least the immediate threat from this cell, has passed you in Kingston Springs, but there's another one coming. This is the thing that's unfortunate about what's happening out here in Nashville. There's several storms coming. Dickson, Tennessee, you guys are, yeah, you're going to have more storms tonight. It's too early. I can't say how intense they'll be, if we'll have more tornado warnings or not in Dickson. It's going to be a long night of storms, though. Go ahead, Andy.
Ryan, just taking a look at this tornado warning in Mississippi primarily now for the Ashland area over to Walnut. I think this one poses the lowest threat imminently of our tornado warned storms. And the reason for that is it's identifiable from the Memphis radar that it's behind that boundary that extends out in front of it, that faint line. So this has a lot of catching up to do in order to reach that warm, moist air at the surface in order to actually produce a tornado here in Benton County, Mississippi. So watching that one, but I think that is our lowest chance to produce a tornado of all the storms. And I think that we should just heed it as a precautionary tornado warning. Good good opportunity to practice getting in your safe spot, etc. If you haven't already done so 4 or 5 times tonight in these areas.
Yeah. Thank you, Andy. Also, anybody on the team who wants to go to sleep, you're good to go. Now, we can't expect everybody to stay up all night. I don't even know who's in the back room now. But if you want to go, you're good to go. Go ahead, Andy.
Yeah, Ryan. Sorry, I forgot to brief you on the y'all watch that I have for. Well, I should have had one, but I thought I issued one. But it's the one back behind the Nashville warning. You could see the hook shape on that one. I think it's also maybe struggling with that rear flank gust front in front of it, but it definitely has something. The geometry of the storm is definitely worth watching here as it approaches the Wrigley, Tennessee area. I do have a watch on that. I'm just losing it. So that is going to pass behind this lead tornado warning storm, which I think will make conditions locally worse for its ability to produce a tornado and thus a little bit lower. But I wouldn't be surprised with a warning that includes Fairview, Tennessee once again. That lead cell has already passed you. You're still in that warning until it gets updated here, but there's a chance you receive a new one, so you'll watch out once again.
All right, thank you, Andy. They just issued a new warning in Tennessee that expands past Nashville now. So this now goes out towards Hendersonville, Gallatin, Lebanon, and Gladeville. Very strong storm coming into, once again, really, it's a small area where the actual rotating part of the storm is, but the warning box is actually really big. But Brentwood, Forest Hills, this is where that rotation is. It's coming up into the B&A Nashville International Airport area. That's going to go up towards Mount Juliet, LaGuardo, and Martha. You guys are all in the path here. Additionally, we've got Wrigley, Bon Aqua Junction, Prim Springs. Back here, behind that, there's another area that we're watching. Yeah, it's a really dangerous storm coming up towards Fairview and Fernvale. Another one coming up towards Mount Juliet and Belinda City. Downtown Nashville, I think what we're going to be experiencing up here is going to be a lot of, potentially some big hail and some very strong winds. It's going to be a loud storm, golf ball size hail potentially coming into town here. But I'm most concerned about the tornadic circulations between Brentwood, Oak Hill, the Nashville International Airport, Donaldson, Clover Hill, up towards TriStar Summit Medical Center, Hermitage Hills, and Monticello. Here's another view of the Selmer tornado earlier. Selmer tornado. I don't even know how long ago that was now, but this is a view of that, and then some of the damage. Copy link. Unbelievable. And by the way, we have a unique thing to show you here. We believe that this is that house. Yep. So you see this house, and then you see how there's nothing right here. That was that house right here, completely gone in Selmer, reduced to the concrete slab. Go ahead, Andy.
Thanks, Ryan. Watching these two Nashville-bound storms from the terminal radar, see an area of concern near Brentwood is actually ramping up here in the lowest levels. Believe that could lead to a tornado in our tornado warning here. I get minute-by-minute scans from the terminal radar here, so I'm watching that closely, but it would be just west of Brentwood where that's taking shape. In addition, I think that back near Wrigley, this one also looks pretty pertinent, so I've upped the confidence on maybe receiving a warning there. That would head into the Fairview area once again in Tennessee behind the storm. So, still thinking that there's a chance for a tornado to occur here, hopefully, right around Brentwood, Tennessee, and maybe a warning back behind it. Thereafter. So be wary of both of those things, and I'll keep you updated on the Brentwood area of concern.
All right, thank you, Andy. We are concerned about you back here south of Bonacqua Junction and Grove. Might see a new tornado warning there soon. We got a continuing tornado warning in Nashville, and things are coming together here in Brentwood. We might have a tornado actually trying to come together here between Brookview Estates, Oak Hill, and Castlegate Estates. Get ready in Clearview and Belinda City as well. We currently have, let's see here, one PDS tornado warning. This PDS tornado warning has 15 minutes left on it. And we do believe that, there's still a tornado here, maybe coming up towards the Montgomery, Bath Springs, Mount Carmel. So hopefully everybody out there is in their safe spots. But the rest of our tornado warnings at this moment are radar indicated, including the one back here towards Walnut, Mississippi, including the one in downtown Nashville, and including the one in between there in Hardeman and McNairy counties in Tennessee. So we're hoping for the best with that PDS warning back there. We're hoping that that dies down a little bit. But just to reiterate that, none of these other warnings right now have any confirmed tornadoes being down. Does that mean that there won't be? No. How about Morehead, Kentucky? Morehead is under a severe thunderstorm warning, and Andy does have a yaw watch out here in Kentucky. It's south of Morehead, more towards a little bit farther to the south near Slayden. We've got a very low chance of some QLCS tornado action here near Clifty Wilderness over towards Hazel Green. These storms are getting close to the weather house, by the way. I'm broadcasting from eastern Kentucky. Looks like the line's slowing down again, though, so it might be a while before it gets here. Oh, Dalton, you're still here. What the heck? No, every time somebody talks in my ear, it's I'm surprised. Getting a little delirious. If you're just now tuning in, we have been streaming now for over 15 hours. It's 4 a.m. 4 a.m. local. So that means I don't know about you, Andy. I don't know about you, anybody else, but I've been up for now 20 hours. So we're definitely getting a little bit tired. We're going to have to take a break here soon. I do think that it won't be long before you see me again. And, we're going to be back here very soon because we're going to be having to do this all again tomorrow, I believe, for a similar area as we have a robust tornado threat. Nashville, it's probably pretty loud out there. This is what it looks like in downtown. Big time wind coming over I-65 there. I would say probably on the more northern side of town, we'd see larger hail. The windier stuff is happening on the south side of town. That's also where we've got the bigger tornado threat. But it's not huge, okay? The actual rotating part of the storm is now about to go over the airport. Yeah, so this is a live look from Berry Hill right now on the south side of Nashville. Dangerous storm. Get indoors, away from windows, get in that safe spot. Downtown Nashville, you've got probably a good 15, 20 more minutes of this. And unfortunately, it's not going to be over after that. I wish I could say that I want to do the y'all clear for Nashville, but I can't. Because this will come up into Nashville next. And then it's very likely that this will come in next. The front is almost completely stalled down here. Oh my gosh. Oh man, Andy, look at the 6Z HRRR at the weather house at 7 a.m. We're going to have some pretty decent storms, maybe working through my neck of the woods here in the morning. And then I'm sorry, not 7 a.m. I'm so sorry. 6 p.m. tomorrow. I'm getting a little bit too tired. But yeah, this is future radar view here. So this is what we can expect for the rest of the night. That line's going to kind of stall out over portions of eastern Kentucky down into central Tennessee. And remember how I said that the line's literally going to go backwards. That's what's happening here. And then we're going to get another round of storms tomorrow. Latest HRRR does show a robust severe storm threat with, maybe its own tornado potential up here, literally right on top of the weather house. So I don't know how that's going to go. That'll be interesting. 7 p.m. tomorrow. And then, of course, we'll be live covering these supercells as well. And that'll turn into a robust tornado threat, maybe again around Memphis. And then things continue to be wild here as we go into April 4th. My gosh, look at this, y'all. Absolutely nuts. When does it stop? I don't know, but we've got a carousel, merry-go-round of nonstop severe weather action, at least through the next 4 or 5 days. All right, the PDS tornado warning is over. We now have a couple of radar-indicated tornado warnings. Don't want to downplay anything. Things are going to be nuts tonight. We're going to continue to have severe weather. And in fact, hello, Texas. Now we've got big storms popping up in Texas. We got a considerable severe thunderstorm warning now for Young County, Texas. Huge hail is going to be possible with these tonight. Gosh, man, these are monsters over here west of the DFW region. Y'all, I wish that we could just be here 24/7. I don't want to miss any of these storms. Like, we've got a good opportunity here to cover these. And I want to be here for the people of Wichita Falls and Dallas. But if I don't go to sleep now, if Andy doesn't go to sleep now, who knows what we're going to miss tomorrow during the peak event of tomorrow's tornado situation. So things are calming down a little bit, but they are going to continue to get they're going to continue to be bad. All right, we're going to continue to have tornado warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings. So we don't want you to let your guard down. In the slightest. Okay, so we're going to call it a night. And make sure you have a way of getting warnings. We're going to take a quick break here when we'll be back again. Who knows for how long tomorrow, but subscribe, turn notifications on, and please consider donating to the Y'all Squad, theyallsquad.org. We're going to be working on what we're planning on doing with our relief efforts. I don't even know where we're going to start, but we're going to be making a presence in all these towns in Mississippi and Tennessee that have been hit. We've raised something like $40,000 today so far just from a couple of shout outs. I think this last one, if everybody that's watching right now went and donated $1 or $2, however much you can do, I think we could very easily surpass $50,000, maybe even $60,000 and make a good dent in the situation down there. Okay. So remember, y'allsquad.org. It's our nonprofit organization. Go donate to that if you want to help out some of these places that have been hit so hard by storms today. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.